Oh, hi you guys. Welcome to the stream. Today we have a horror stream presented by Alice. Muha. Welcome Rebex in chat and Potato. How you doing? Potato playing today also, so. So guys, social links. These are the ones you need. That's not it. There it is. So Discord, if you guys aren't already in the Discord, get in there. It's amazing. We talk D&D. We are truly an academy where we talk about D&D. We learn about character creation, all of the good things. It's very worth getting in there. Twitter, if you guys want to play along, like many of these guys are playing for the first time, send me a DM. Send me a DM on Twitter and I'll get you in the little red book. We'll get you a game. That is easily done. So get on Twitter, pop me a follow. Give me a game and I'll give me a shout and I'll get you into a game. Easy claps. Lastly, YouTube. YouTube is where we keep all of our previous videos. It is entirely up to date, I think. I think it's up to date. If it's not, someone tell me. Because it should be up to date. It should be. So what else have we got? What else have we got going on? What else can we tempt you with? Well, we also have a Patreon, and in our Patreon we have certain things. We have videos which are for patrons only. We have merchandise. We even have patron-only merchandise. So $25 and $50 subscribers, they can get a black and gold T-shirt or hoodie, which is entirely exclusive. It's not available to be bought. Pure gold. I was wearing a crest the other day. Pure gold, the crest, like the one up there. Mirrored. Woo! Sweet. Thank you, Rebex. Yeah. So, what else have we got? Oh, merch. Talking of merch, we have merch. There we go. That's another thing I can show you guys. The merch. There it is. It's not... Can you guys tell it's Monday? Can you tell it's Monday as I scatter my brain across the skies? Good. Okay, the overlay finally looks roughly decent. So I think, without much further ado... Oh, and there's a competition in that merch as well, guys. So if you go and click on that link, it will take you to a Gleam competition. You just have to, like, follow me in a couple of places, retweet something, and you've got, like, 5 entries to the competition to win yourself a little bit of merch, including... Scratchcast Academy notebook, lined notepad, and Scratchcast Academy sketchbook. Yeah, cool stuff. There's a t-shirt as well, but that's currently in the wash because I wore it last week. Yeah, so I think that's everything. We'll go and get the guys.
Yay!
Oh dear.
Oh, hi, you guys, you're live!
Hello.
Hello.
So, Alice, how would you like to do this? Would you like to introduce the scene first, or shall we introduce characters first?
I think introduce characters first, if that's all good. So if you guys want to go around, Scrat, you can pick who goes where, and I will then do the little bit of an intro.
So, I'll kick us off then, and then we'll go around in camera order. So, I am Scraticus, and I shall be playing Flint. Flint, you know, he's a bit of a rocky sort of bloke. He's an earth genasi. He's covered in mud all the time. It's always dribbling off him, and he worships the rocks and the stones and the earth and all the other things. And that's Flint in a nutshell. We'll start then with Potato Hollow or Kindled Hollow on Twitter. Welcome.
Yes, I'm playing as Lucius. Lucius is a tiefling, and he's a druid, and he lived out in the wild for a very long time, and he loves the earth and everything to do with the earth and nature.
Fantastic. Sound like we're gonna be a match made in heaven. Like,
Yeah.
Easy. Next up, we have Josie Top.
Oh,
Is that Josie or is it Jose?
Josie.
Josie.
Yeah. Because my actual name is Josiah, so my friends just call me Josie. So
Got it.
It's a play on my word. I'm playing Jack Daleson, a Eladrin blood hunter. He is a kind of sort of a bounty hunter. Like he was born and bred to be a warrior, and so he has trouble with his emotions. He has trouble expressing other emotions, and so he is stuck in his winter form. and so the rest of he's trying to find out how to actually change his form and stuff like that. So yeah, it's who he is in a nutshell.
Awesome sauce. Thank you. And welcome as well. Next in the camera order, we have now. I'm gonna try and say this. I am sorry, Abner Cineres?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Good job. Right there. Yeah. Hi. I'm Abner, and I will be playing Eric. He is a halfling barbarian, a foundling, who grew up with the Regheadmen tribe in Icewind Dale, the tribe of the wolf. And he's out to seek glory for his kinfolk.
So nothing at all that Alice will be smiling about there. I saw that.
It's not what you think.
Next, we have Rune. Hi, Rune.
Rune Sail.
Rune Sail. Oh, that was close.
It's close enough for Jazz. Yeah. I'm Rune. I will be playing. Her name's hard to pronounce. So Chime is a Kenku bard who inadvertently ruined a noble family because Kenkus are mimics. So who knows what she said. She's a wandering musician and minstrel, and while she doesn't have the talent for forgery that most of her kind do, she is kind of turned that into being a better musician. So there's some stuff that I'm not really good at explaining. Sorry.
Oh, that sounds awesome. That sounds like a good work. And last but most certainly not least, we welcome Ephemerana.
I love your attempt at all these names. Like this.
I butcher them all.
Oh.
Yeah. Welcome. You are muted currently.
It should be your bottom left, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. So you can call me by my character name for now, if that's easier. That's Vidania. And I am a level 3 Eladrin cleric. So I'm kind of the opposite of, I guess, Jack. So I'm doing a character that's more like emotional in general, and that's what kind of gets me in trouble. So I'm kind of driven by my heart. I'm driven by adventure and exploration. So I am researching, I'm trying to find things and learn things, and sometimes that can get me in trouble. So that's pretty much it.
Awesome.
Yeah, exact opposite from me.
Yeah.
So, well then, Alice, that's us. So I suppose we hand over to you.
Okay. In this one shot, first of all, it is more of a dark one. Scrat, you'll probably recognize something from it from a Necromancer's Wish, the campaign. Yeah, there's the suspicion already. So we begin where you all wake up in a stone hall. There are no doors, there are no windows, and it looks like a building that has definitely been forgotten and lost in time. You can you see a broken throne sits at one end. There are vines and leaves and lots of plants covering everywhere. And you see pillars that reach up to a once great mosaicked roof. And there are huge holes and big cracks in this roof. And through it, you can just see darkness. But the darkness seems to move and swirl. And at the center of the room is a large circular pool. What do you guys do? This is you're all just waking up.
I'm checking to see if I got all my stuff, like my swords and, you know.
You have everything on you.
Okay, good.
You have not been mugged.
Flint doesn't really have any equipment or anything, so he's just going to be like lumbering up. He's a big stony mass of a person. Like there's no armor or clothes or anything on him. He's just like maybe a leaf for decency. And it would just be like trying to help everyone else. Like, hey, go to the nearest person. Hey, are you all right? Come on, up you get. You okay?
I think so.
Are you all right?
Where in the nine hells are we?
Hey, I recognize that voice. Arak, is that you?
Is that Jack?
Yeah, what's up?
Well, butter my bread and call me a biscuit. I ain't seen you in what, two moons it was?
Something like that, yeah. It's been a minute. It's been an actual minute since I've seen you last.
Been a long time for me.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you reckon we are?
Good question.
4.
I mean, is that everyone up? Are we all right? And I'll be looking around at everyone else. We all up?
I'm up.
Do you all have the same amount of limbs and everything? I'm not quite sure.
I think so.
Good.
So
None
far.
of you
Actually, I've seen 2.
were arachnids. That's good. So looking at this mosaic tile thing, like big.
So I got a question. I'm looking at the pool. Do we see any like huge chunks of like rock or anything from the top?
It is a very clear pool, and it is very, very dark
Okay.
at the moment. If you look into it, you can see the water. It's almost like as you look at it, it's like you're looking through a cave entrance, and through this cave mouth is into a forest.
Okay. That's not different at all. No, it's not.
Are any of you magic types? Hang on, how rude of me. I've not introduced myself. My name is Flint, and I'm made of mostly flint. Hello.
Hi.
Howdy there, Flint. You can call me Eric. I'm the son of Ragnar of the tribe of the Wolf.
Ooh.
How about the rest of you?
The rest of you.
Potato, you seem to be muted somehow?
Oh. Can you hear me now?
There we go.
Lovely. I'm Lucius. I grew up in the wild because I was exiled.
Oh, wow, that's very deep and very sudden. Are you okay?
I don't know. I'm it's very strange. Waking up in this place. I was just camping.
I was just camping.
Now, do any of you know much about the bird person? What is imitating us? I mean, you come across these before?
That's Chime. She's fine. She was traveling with me for a while.
Oh right. Can you speak, Chime?
Can you speak, Chime?
Ah.
Ah.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, we could go
Yeah,
on
she
like this
just
all day.
repeats everything she
Been going like this all day.
Oh.
Does she do this a lot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Hi.
Hi.
So, you there, elf lady? You nodded when I said if you were magical.
I am. Actually, the reason I'm here is because I'm searching for something.
Oh.
Oh.
Can't tell you. It's very important to me, though. And it is magical.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh.
So above talk, kill her now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I think you've got some deep-seated issues there.
Yeah.
Well,
No, I'm just kidding.
is this pool magical?
I
don't know. I wanna ask the pool if it's magical.
Hey, Flint.
Whoever wants to, can they roll me an Arcana check to just see how?
Let's see. Arcana. There it is.
21. Okay. On a 21, you are 100% sure this is a magic pool.
The pool says it's magical.
Mhm.
It is.
Hey, Flit, how much of you is actually falling off?
Well, I seem to give the appearance of eternally crumbling, but I am actually, for the most part, attached.
Can I grab one of his Flint's pieces and just like chuck it into the pool?
I mean, like, if you were to pull a piece off of him, it'd be like pulling a hair.
Okay.
Oh, what are you doing?
Give it a second.
Easy there, Jack.
There we go.
Oh!
I'm gonna
Say that
chuck it
really
into the pool.
smart.
Very smart.
As you chuck it into the pool, you hear like a plop as it sinks, and then you notice for some it starts floating back up again, and the water, it's as if it spits it back out.
Do we have to dodge? I don't want to catch you.
No, it's literally almost like it just spits it out on the edge. It's not aiming for you. It's not doing anything like that.
I don't
So
mean
that
to
ain't
alarm
good.
any of you, but I do not float. So
I'm gonna grab
Oh,
the piece that I've grabbed from Flint and try to attach it again.
You can. I don't know.
Just kidding. I'm not.
I was gonna say,
I mean, I'm trying to. I'm like
to.
attaching it, but it's like, I'm like, I know it's not gonna go back on, so I'm like, just like,
It
kind
just
of-
sort of falls off after you,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Yeah.
Hey, Alice, how big is the pool?
It's quite large. I'd say it's like 5-6 foot each way. It's large.
And is it directly in the ground, or is it kind of
It's
like
in
in
the
a
ground.
well? Or it's in the ground.
Yeah, it's like it dips into the ground.
Gotcha.
if I dip my finger in, I don't start like oozing or anything, do I? I don't start like.
No,
mm.
it to you feels just like water, apart from the fact you can see this scene in it.
Thank you very much to Crispy Waffles, who donates a random advantage.
Ooh.
Alice, would you like to roll a 1d7 and distribute that out?
Yeah, let's go. In fact, let's have a look. So we're gonna do Arik is 1. Me, I'm gonna go by Zoom. So me is 2, Lucius is 3, Chime is 4, Jack 5, Vadina 6, and Flint 7. So let's do what was it? Let's have a look.
Dun, 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 dun.
1. So that's Arik's. You have an advantage.
Cool. Excellent.
Awesome. But no, this water just feels like water to you as you touch it. It's quite cool to the touch.
And we can see a forest scene in there.
It's like what you look through. It's like you're standing in a cave and you can see out into a forest.
Okay.
Oh, we're looking down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to just.
so-
I don't know about the rest of you, but I'd like to have a little look around the pool and see if there's any clues about what kind of magic it is. And he's sort of like looking at Vidania like, yeah, if there's any clues about what kind of magic it is, I'm gonna look.
I can look. I'd like to investigate it, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Can you roll an investigation?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good idea. I never would have thought of that.
10. Okay, on a 10, you can see like the rim around the pool is quite decorated, and it's decorated with carvings of trees and vines that wrap all the way around this.
Lucius would also like to roll an investigation.
Mm-hmm.
11.
You see about the same. It's just a highly decorative edge around the pool, but it is showing a lot of nature.
So you said that the roof, there's like dark swirls in the
So
roof?
there's holes in the roof, and beyond that, what you can assume is the sky
Okay.
is dark, and it seems to be moving.
Oh, it's the sky. Okay.
Wait, how do you?
I thought it was like another portal to another dimension. Okay.
No.
Okay, good.
I've never used Roll20 before. How do you roll for skill checks? I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You
So
just click on the word.
on your character, on your character.
Oh,
On your character
that's
sheet and skills.
pretty
Just-
freaking cool. Thanks.
Yes, it is. Very cool.
Nice. Okay.
Go Chime.
Bardio.
Okay, so you see this highly decorated pool. You see around all of the walls are more carvings, and they seem to depict images of people standing by these pools and walking into them and then disappearing.
Can I do the same then too, please?
You'll never know where it goes unless you go through.
That's not scary at all. First person.
Chime is just gonna hop in.
Okay.
Okay, so who's going first?
Yeah,
Chime or
Lucius-
Jack?
Lucius follows Chime.
So did Jack step in first, I feel?
No, I was about to investigate it.
Oh, okay. So
myself.
Chime walks in.
Yeah, Chime was in.
And then Lucius jumps in after Chime.
Lucius will
Wait
feel
for me!
that he's unable to step into the pool whilst Chime is in the pool.
Oh.
Now, Chime, as you walk into the center, these very, very quickly, the water starts to shift, and about 12 dark hands shoot up and pull you under, and you will see Chime disappear.
Tempest's
Oh,
teeth.
no!
What was that?
I'm at a
Eric readies
loss.
his warhammer.
Yeah, I'm about to take out both my short swords.
Whoever's closest, I'm assuming it'll be Lucius. Could you please roll your perception, please?
There it is. 11.
Okay. As you look into the pool, as the ripples calm down, you see Chime in the cave, doing exactly that, looking around.
Ooh.
I'm gonna push
She
Lucius
okay?
into the
Can I
pool.
see backwards?
I want to go in.
Yeah, I'll take a look in the pool too.
I'm gonna push Lucius into the pool and be like, go!
Okay.
Yeah.
Lucius, would you just go in, or would you try and stop
Yes.
being pushed?
I would go in. I would-
Okay. You guys see Lucius
worried about
stumble
Chime.
into the pool, and the same thing happens to him, and he disappears beneath the water.
And then
I
we
want to
see
go
him.
in next.
Yeah?
Sound. Okay.
Okay, so Vadine walks in, and something slightly different happens. Your hands start to glow quite hot, and then these water hands come up and drag you under.
Okay.
What?
Did that hurt me at all?
It does
did
not hurt at all. If anything, it feels quite calming.
Is it like signifying anything, or is that something I need to like learn?
Probably something you might need to learn.
Is there any checks I could make?
Not just yet. Maybe when you get the other side, you've just been.
Okay. I'll write
So-
it down.
Jack and Eric, I mean, I don't know about you, but I just saw Vidania, and I don't know if she's behind all this yet, but I do just think I saw her red-handed. Just saying.
Did you hear when I said let's kill her now?
Hey, Alice, did we all see the red glowing hands for?
I
when
would have said you
the-
would have done.
What about?
It wasn't like an intense red glow, but you would have
Mhm.
seen as she walked in, would have changed a little bit.
Crispy
Yeah,
Waffles
Flint.
donates for another random disadvantage this time.
Okay, everyone the same numbers. 1D. And it's Eric again. You have an advantage and a disadvantage.
Huzzah!
You are so
Universe is
lucky.
balanced.
The universe demands
Um,
balance.
I'm gonna jump in after that.
Okay, as you do, exactly the same thing happens. You're grabbed and you disappear.
Okay, no glowy hands or anything.
No glowing hands or anything.
Okay.
Well, might as well. This will be for the glory of the tribe of the wolf. And I walk into the pool.
Once again, hands come up, grip you firmly, and drag you under.
Yahoo!
Flint left.
I guess I'll just wade in calmly. I'm quite heavy, so I doubt these things can drag me.
And immediately you feel something grab your ankles rather than your arms, and you are dragged.
Eh?
You all emerge on the other side, and what you have felt is a huge rush of water run over you. And there was a split second where you couldn't breathe because of, obviously, you're underwater. And you all land not really wet or anything like that. You don't feel wet from this water, but you all are at the face and on the floor of this cave. And you can see at the mouth of the cave a very dully lit forest.
How do we land? Do we land like on our feet or?
In fact, let's all roll a dexterity to see how everyone
That's what I was about to say. Oh.
Okay. Well,
Yay!
Jack and Chime sort of fall, I would say, sort of a stumble and fall on like your ass, basically. Whereas Lucius and Arik, you both land quite gracefully, and so does Vina. Sort of, you know what's coming, and you land perfectly. What about Flint?
Superhero landing.
Yeah, superhero landing. Yeah.
Yay!
Well, that was most uncomfortable.
Chime, are you okay?
Chime, are you okay?
Get off
Oh,
me, bird person.
Sounds good.
Well, at least that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. So I'm gonna look back into the cave where we just emerged. Is there like?
There is a plain stone wall.
So it was a portal?
I still have Flint's rock in my hand. I'm gonna chuck it at the wall.
Could you stop chucking me about?
It literally hits the
Please,
wall and tumbles down.
Chime is gonna hop towards the front of the cave carefully. I'm gonna stealth to do that.
Yeah, you pretty much sort of hop over there. You don't make a lot of noise, you make a little bit of noise, and you're able to peer around. And you can see a dense forest. The trees all seem to be very, very tall and dark, and the air around you is dark. And all the trees seem evenly spaced. There's a lot of moss and rocks and things on the ground.
Just like procedurally spaced, or like just somebody intentionally planted them 3 feet away?
Not intentionally, but
okay.
almost eerily too well spaced.
Okay, I look up. Are there any stars or clouds?
The sky
Anything?
is dull, but what you do see in the sky are large chunks of rock and debris and parts of trees that are floating and swirling in what seems to be like a dull purple mist in the sky.
Well, I don't know about that, Jack, but I think it's broken. I hop back into the cave.
You said it, Flint. Wait, what? Oh, and I'm sorry for throwing you. You're just a throwable guy, you know.
I guess, yeah, when you rip things off of people and chuck them out, I guess anyone's a throwable guy, Jack.
Here. I'm gonna pull out like a tiny bit of my hair and be like, "Here, you can throw this."
No, that's terrible. No.
Well, I mean, it's meant to be thrown, not actually. Never mind. Good try. I'm gonna walk out with Chime.
Okay. You will also all see your vision of the floor, as much as you can make out what it is. There does seem to be a mist creeping in to sort of like just only up to sort of ankle level or whatever a Kenku has as an ankle.
It's kind of like a little bird joint.
Yeah, like a little bird joint, and it starts to creep. It's almost like it's attracted towards you guys.
I'm gonna hop my feathered tail back into the cave, away from the mist.
Is the mist coming into the cave yet?
No.
What's the matter, Chime? What's going on out there?
I think it's dark.
It's dark.
It's dark.
It's dark, everyone. Oh, sorry, you heard Chime say that, didn't you? Has anyone got any ideas? I'm not really much of an ideas man. I'm more of a shield wall sort of man. I'm very good at protecting things. Ideas, though.
I'm gonna. So you're saying it's getting dark?
It's not getting dark. It just seems to be quite a dull grey feel about everything.
Is there anything like patterns or anything I could like know? Like any kind of symbols or anything?
No, there is. It literally just looks like a standard forest to you guys.
Eric is going to walk up to the cave entrance, look out. He'll see the mist coming toward the cave, correct? Is there a trail or anything?
It's not a trail. It just seems to be all over the forest floor. It doesn't necessarily seem to be doing anything. It's just crept in.
Is there anything that looks like a trail leading
There's
out? Or
almost like a
everything
pathway in front of you. It looks like someone has walked it before, so it's been trodden down, and it is leading almost straight, like completely straight, with the odd weave here and there.
Yeah,
Hey, fellers, I see a trail out here. It leads over yonder.
I'm gonna walk up
cast
to.
produce flame.
I was gonna cast create bonfires as well. No, but go ahead.
Okay, as you conjure up,
I can see.
as you conjure up this flame, you can see what's around you, but for some reason, the flame in your hand feels quite cool to the touch.
That's odd. This flame is not hot.
I'm gonna cast create bonfire, like to the side, and I'm gonna walk over. Is it hot or is it cold as well?
It's warm. Like if you touch, I think if you held your hand in there, it would burn. But it's not what it usually is to you. But it is producing light.
Thank you very much to Isriver, who donates for 2 bad things for Alice. I'm not sure if that's for you to use. Bad things worse for Alice. So I think that means bad things for whatever you're up to.
Oh, so I do bad stuff.
I don't know. Isriver,
Isriver, help!
Are you trying to hurt the party or?
Against her. I don't know how.
So is the mist hurting anything, or do we feel hurt by the mist?
You don't feel hurt by the mist. The most you feel slightly uneasy by it because it's a creepy mist. But other than that, you feel fine.
Wow. So these tracks, what is it? A beast? Is it humanoid? Is it?
It seems like it was maybe trodden a long time ago, but it looks fairly like human. So almost all of you, your sort of size, even a halfling, something. Some things have walked here.
How long ago?
Well, let's do a perception check. If Jack can give me a perception check.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. I was wanting.
Isriver changes his mind. He says, if it's easier against the party, then.
I just don't know how to hurt the DM when I am the DM. You know what I mean? Okay, so you look, and it seems that maybe someone walked through here a week ago, maybe.
Okay.
You seeing something there, Jack?
Yeah, it's been a week. Yeah, it's been a week, but I don't know. It looks humanoid. I don't know. This makes me
humanoid, like you humanoid, or humanoid like me humanoid, or
let's go with Iraq humanoid. Because he's more.
Are there physical footprints?
There are not physical footprints, but you can see where someone's weight will have been distributed. So, like the grass and everything has gone down.
And Lucius kind of whispers to the earth and asks it what went by there.
Chime joins in.
As you do this, Chime hops over to you. And she suddenly can't move her legs. Something has started to wrap itself around her legs and start pulling. And
oh dear.
What Lucius will see are vines creeping up and trying to encase Chime. Can you all roll initiative, please?
Where's initiative?
Initiative is... Scrap, where's initiative?
It is next to armor class, next to inspiration, above hit points.
There we go.
Oh, I didn't roll any hit points. They might be useful in this sort of situation.
They might be.
Oh boy.
As a reaction, can I activate one of my Crimson Rights or not?
Sorry, hang on. Scrat, are you rolling hit dice or are you?
Yeah. Sorry, I was just giving myself health.
Damn, I thought you had a nat one. No.
Oh, well, I did, which is just as good. I'm now a tank with half the hit points I should have. It's all good though. It's just fine.
I have to wait until your turn. I would
Alright, cool.
say. Okay, God, you're all rolling like double ups. Hang on. And what was chimes?
7.
7.
Hmm.
Okay,
Angle
so
there.
can Vadina and Flint just roll again for me, and also Lucius and Arak, just to see who goes first, because you've both got the same. Okay, so yeah, and yeah. Okay, so first of all is Vadina's turn. You see Chimes slowly being almost consumed by these vines as they start wrapping them itself around her.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
So none of my spells will really do anything. I
Mhm.
could try and hit it.
Yeah.
I have a mace. Could I hit it with my mace?
Yeah, just roll straight out attack roll. Just click on the mace, I think I remember that's it.
Is that in my character sheet? I don't think mine's.
Should be. Well, it's a hit either way. So, sorry, I haven't got a character sheet up. I need to have a look. Scrat, you might have to help me on this one because I haven't got them all up.
Yeah, I'm using D&D Beyond.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know them.
So hang on, where is it?
We can use a compendium to look it up. So what was the spell name, sorry?
No.
Oh, I'm just hitting
with,
it.
Mace.
It's 1d6 plus 2 to hit. So whatever.
Yeah, so if you just do slash R, I'll put it in chat.
Oh, in Roll20, there's the like dice, and you can click on them. That's what I was doing.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So since I hit, should I roll my?
Yeah, roll.
Damage?
Just roll your damage.
There you
Okay.
go.
Awesome, thank you.
Mhm.
As you do this, it sort of shudders and slows down a little bit, but it hasn't stopped holding on to Chime. So it is now Flint's turn.
It would seem that Chime is tweeting and squeaking again. Now, I guess I'll just go up and maybe cover your ears, Chime. Can you do that? Actually, maybe all of you cover your ears. I'm just gonna give this a little go, and he's gonna put both his hands into the ground, and he's just gonna rip the ground up, which is his way of casting Thunderwave.
Awesome. That's cool.
Okay.
Pretty hype.
Oh.
So the vines need to make a Constitution save.
It needs to make a Constitution save. I got 13, so it is pass. So do I take half damage?
Actually, I think that might pass because I'm not very wisdomous.
Okay, it does take damage though. So, okay, as you do this, the vines shudder and start to retreat back down Chime. They still haven't let go of one of her feet, but they start creeping towards Flint, and you see more coming up behind Flint, getting ready to try and entangle you. So now it's Lucius's go.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Thunderwave as well.
Yeah.
Level 2.
So I need to do a D12 save. I do not. I get a 6. Okay, so that's 4. Okay, these were you casting this on the bits of the vine behind Flint, or the ones creeping towards him, or the last of the ones on Chime?
The last of the ones on Chime.
Okay. As that happens, it all sort of turns black and freezes. Chime's foot is still encased in it, but this vine is completely almost like solidified and cracked.
Yay!
It is now Arak's turn.
And you said there was vines encroaching on Flint?
Yeah, there's vines coming up behind Flint and vines that left Chime going towards Flint.
Okay, I'm going to go for the ones heading for Flint.
Mm-hmm.
Swing my Warhammer two-handed.
That is a hit. Oh, that's a good hit as well.
And it was a 12 bludgeoning.
Perfect.
And as I do that, I yell out, "Femur breakers!"
And as you do, like you come, are you attacking the ones at the front or the back?
The ones that were coming up behind Flint.
Okay, you do that, and they sort of just drop a little bit to the floor and start to shake quite violently and start to creep across the floor towards you. It is now Chime's turn.
Chime?
Oh, I think Chime's frozen.
Aww.
Then the vine will go and Chime can go afterward. So the vine is going to attack Arik for okay. I rolled my first nat 20, but okay.
Great, buddy.
So yeah, it comes up around you and it starts snaking up your legs and around your torso, and it just starts to squeeze, and you can feel little thorns pop out as they start sticking. You take 1d6 of damage, please.
Okay.
Am I back?
Yep,
Ah.
you are back.
Rad.
Do you want me to roll the damage?
Yes, please. Thank you. So you take 5 damage. It is now. We're going to go back and have Chime's turn.
I am grappled, right?
You could probably try break free from it. It's now like dead wood, effectively.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna do that because Lego me.
You
What do you need to
can
roll?
kick it away.
Oh, okay. Is that my action then?
No, not at all. You can. You still have time to attack.
Oh, so I can just hop away then.
Yeah.
Okay. Vines, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my internet lost its mind. Jeez. I guess I am gonna try and stab it with my rapier.
Mm-hmm.
If I can find it.
You go ahead with that.
Boop. I need to roll to hit, don't I?
Oh, yeah, that's definite hit.
Okay.
And if you just roll, in fact, can I do it? I'll roll the damage. 6 piercing damage. Okay.
Stabby.
These vines are sort of starting to retreat. They are slowly unfolding from around Iraq. And it is now Vidina's turn.
So should I attack it if it's starting to recede?
That is up to you.
I think I'll just go ahead and do the mace again.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that is +2. 12.
Yep, that is a hit.
Okay. Oh, 2 damage.
It is on its last leg, so now Flint, it is your turn.
Right, well, I will attack what everyone else is attacking, because that seems like a good idea, really. But this time I'm not going to use any of that fancy magic stuff. That didn't work out too well. I'm just going to walk up, and with both fists, I'm just going to punch it.
Okay.
Double arm rock fist.
You definitely hit it. If you could, yeah. This creature sort of goes slack. So everyone it was holding on to, it just drops to the floor and lies there motionless.
Well, I think that could have gone worse.
I don't like it. Don't like it one
Ooh-wee,
bit.
that was something. That was something, definitely.
Those poor vines, though.
Are we out of initiative order?
You are out of initiative.
Could I see what was the source of the vines?
Yeah, you can look at the vine. They just seem to have come out of the ground, and so some of the trees have vines wrapped around them. It's as if those came out and tried to grab you. That's where it seems to have come from.
Okay.
Poor vines. What made them go crazy like that?
Chime attempts to pantomime the shape of fire with her little birdie fingers. Is the bonfire still there?
Bonfire's still there.
Chime's gonna point at the bonfire. Maybe.
Yes.
What, do you want us to destroy the tree, or?
I honestly, Chime is saying get rid of the fire.
Get rid of the fire? I can't.
I mean, I could try and smother it.
Yeah. I mean, go ahead.
So I don't have an ability for this. I've just got a hunch. So
Just gonna sit on it.
Just gonna go and sit on it. Like, just gonna go and lay on the fire. Like, this should put it out, I think. Oh, I'm getting a little bit warm.
Okay, can you
Might want to roll over.
I'll say, can you take 1d4 of damage for me, please, for laying on a fire?
I was about to say, didn't he like
it may
full damage?
it may feel cooler, but this is still fire. Like you've been laying on it. This hurts.
Yes, no, I don't have any abilities to give me any sort of resistance to this. I
To
will
laying on a fire.
3 points of hot damage, but do I manage to put it out?
You do manage to put it out.
So I just stand up with like 3rd-degree brickwork.
Yeah. Yeah. You stand up, the fire is out.
I'm gonna. Is there like mud or like some sort of earth around that I could just like pat Flint down with?
Yeah, it's more like quite dry though, so
I can heal him.
Well, I mean, I don't. Actually, probably I do feel a little bit weak, actually, but not too weak. I mean, I'm all right.
I'm gonna start grabbing the dry dirt and just like, I'm sorry. I did the fire.
That was quite impressive.
Well, yeah, some might say that, but others might think it was a bit, wasn't the best idea. Like I say, ideas not my best thing, but I can cover things really well.
Definitely.
Yes, you
covered it
can.
well. Good job.
So, did Vadina heal you? Or did you choose against it in the end, sorry?
Well, I mean, I could take healing, I could not take healing. I'm sort of a two-way street, really. I'm not dying.
It's up to you.
Well, why don't you save it for someone who might need it a bit more?
Okay, so can you all roll perception for me, please? You are now stood in this forest in an open clearing.
Do you want the passive wisdom or just a straight?
Yeah, no, just straight perception, please. Okay, so again, Chime spots this first, along with Lucius. And you will notice there are tall figures either side of you in the forest. Quite far away, they're not super close. But they are very tall. I'm talking 7-8 foot tall. And they are dark, and they have long gangling limbs, and they are hunched at the shoulder and their back, and long claw-like fingers. They don't seem to be looking at you. They're just slowly trudging through the forest. They seem to have branches growing out of their body and around.
So are they similar to Flint?
No. And entwined in all the branches that is growing out of their backs are animal skulls, which this would probably make Chime a little bit nervous more than anything, because there are bird skulls in there are reindeer skulls, there are antlers that seem to be forming out of their back, and there's like when you look either side of you, they seem to be never ending. They're very spaced out, but they are everywhere.
I study creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Would I know what these are?
Roll me a history check.
Because I have a sketchbook that I put like everything I find in.
Yeah.
You said history?
Pokedex.
I'd say roll a. Hang on, let's have a look. I'd say roll a history and an insight, so that we've got both your sketchbook. Yeah.
So here's my history.
21.
21. And what was the other one? Sorry.
Insight.
Insight. 11.
Okay. You don't recognize this as something from your sketchbook. However, you have a nagging feeling at the back of your head that you have read about these, or maybe been told about them as a child, as something a parent has warned you not to go out in the forest because these things are out there, sort of for.
Are there any songs about them, maybe?
There aren't.
Wouldn't Lucius know about these?
You would not. You have never, ever seen one of these before.
Epic poems, stuff you'd find in a library being a bard?
You would have heard from storybooks. If you roll me a history as well, please.
See if I remember.
Read a lot of books. You remember nothing, I'm afraid. Not
Nope.
one.
John just shrugs.
Yeah. But no, Vidina will know that this is maybe something, like I said, she was told when she was younger. You don't stray from the forest path because whatever this is, it will get you. And Vidina, you will also suddenly have, it's like a split-second flash, and you are on a cobbled street, and you see crimson red, and then you're back again, back in the forest. Your hand's still warm.
Cool.
Was she displaced or like?
No,
it was mine?
you didn't. She didn't leave at all.
Okay. Good.
So, I don't think we're still in wherever we was. I don't know where we was, but I don't think we're there.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree with Flint.
I think it was a portal of some kind. The pool.
But, well, I mean, I just woke up there. I don't know about the rest of you. I didn't travel there or...
Yeah, I didn't intend to come there either.
Won't know unless you go through.
Well, I suppose that is true, Chime. That is the sort of logic that I'm very fond of, actually. Well, shall we carry on through the mist stuff, then? Is that what you're insinuating there, Chime?
Forward for great victory!
Hey.
Yay!
Sounds good to me.
I also want to add a quick sketch in my sketchbook of that creature.
Yeah, go for it.
How close is that creature, just out of interest?
They're not super close. They're maybe 40 feet away. But there are more further away. So the closest one, I'd say, is 30, 40 feet away.
Yeah.
And they are either side of you.
No,
So are the rest of us now seeing the creatures, or was it just the three?
No,
who
you're
were
all
here?
starting to notice them now because they were so tall. At the beginning, you saw them almost. You thought the trees were maybe they were trees. But as you pay attention a bit more, you notice they're moving, and that's when you start to realize what they are.
Yes, Lucius kind of likes nature, so who don't like these?
You won't like them. Sorry.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I can't. No, did you say you would like them?
Yeah, I think he would.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they would feel kind of strange to you because you've never encountered something like this before. But they do seem to have nature effectively growing out of them.
I'm gonna keep both of my short swords out
Mm-hmm.
just in case.
You look pretty keen on those, Lucius. Do you think we should walk with them?
I want to see what they are.
Be dangerous.
Is anyone against checking out what they are?
Yeah,
I want to.
I'm against.
I don't know if that's such a good idea.
Dear.
That's right. Not a good idea. I don't think so. I reckon
I don't
it
think
ain't.
so.
At this point, you will all start to hear like a chanting. You can't tell what it's saying. It's almost like in the distance, in the back of your head. It doesn't seem to be coming from any direction. If it was anything, it would be coming from upwards. And it's just quite monotoned.
So
That
above
don't
talk,
sound
are
good.
we in Shadows of Colossus now? I'm sorry. I'm gonna look at everybody and be like, okay, well, the last time I heard voices in my head was when I was. Anyways, I suggest we move forward and not
Okay.
mess with the big people, big fellows.
I'm
like
starting to
dangerous stuff.
suspect that you've all got strange and mysterious deep backstories or something. This is. I mean, I'm just a rock essentially, so I'll be the bastion of the group, and I'll march ahead, and you lot can protect your businesses.
All right, Bastion, walk forward.
Beep, boop.
Okay, so you guys all just walking,
Mhm.
keep going down the path. Okay,
I'll take up the rear.
you keep walking down the path. Jack, as you stand at the rear, you will. Can you roll a perception for me, please?
Yeah.
Oh, nat 20.
Dang.
Woohoo!
Okay, so you noticed one of these things have stopped,
Okay,
and it is specifically looking at you.
just me, not the rest of the
Just
party.
you.
Okay. Guys, I think he's looking at me. Can we just move it
What's
along
that?
a little bit faster?
Which one?
That one. Don't look at it in his eyes.
I ain't
Oh,
looking. I ain't looking.
okay.
I ain't looking.
As soon as you pointed, Flint would have looked that way immediately.
Lucius would have looked at it too.
Try
I
and-
suggest
yeah,
we move
try
forward
and-
in a brisk fashion, aka run.
You're all gonna run.
Well,
Yeah.
I
I'm going.
A slow jog, maybe.
Just slow down.
I
Yeah.
prefer to lumber. That's my best movement, is lumbering about.
Yes.
Let's see.
My
And
character has to be
I will stay
convinced.
behind the rock.
So is what, Vidania's just staying where she was?
My character has to be convinced to leave these kinds of things because I'm more concerned with studying them.
I'm just gonna pick her up and take it with me.
I
then.
would her on that.
Okay, if you're picking her up, can you roll a strength for me, please, to pick her up and go?
Saving throw?
Nope, just standard. Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, that's all good. You don't necessarily pick her up. You sort of do a really awkward shove and grab with an 8. She's probably more well. What is Vidina thinking? She's suddenly being.
I want to
Jack
communicate
is-
with them. My
Yeah.
biggest flaw
Yes.
is that I am more likely to study a demon than run away. So,
Okay, we
And
can
they're
study
nature,
demons
so I
when
like
we're not
nature.
in threat of our lives. You know, in a safe, secluded spot. Right now, there are voices in the sky. There is mist.
It's all right,
we just-
Jack. It's all
we
right.
get-
Calm down. Just stay very still.
I just prefer we do this.
No, trust me. Just stay very still. And
Okay,
Flint's
I'm
gonna
gonna try
walk forward, and he's going to cast Pass Without Trace, so that we all look like the rocks around us.
You all
Yes.
now look like rocks. Okay.
Well, we get +10 to our stealth checks.
Okay. So, as this happens, Vidina, are you actually not moving?
I guess not. If I've
Yeah.
been frozen into a rock, I guess I'm just.
No, it
staying.
doesn't freeze you. It just
No,
makes
no.
you look
Oh.
like you're blended against the rocks.
I'm gonna roll
Okay.
stealth then.
Yeah.
Same.
Now you can study them safely.
Right.
Yay.
Okay, I like this.
Okay, because you're also stealthed out. One of them has still, it's sort of fixed on the location where Jack was, but it can't quite see where he is. So where Jack was stood originally is where it's looking.
And that was
So-
right next to Vidania, so.
Yeah. So as you've moved a little bit, it's still staying where it thought
Okay.
you were.
I'm gonna whisper to everybody, be like, okay, it looks like we give it the slip.
Yeah,
I
I'm
suggest we-
going to start staring at it some more and studying it.
Can we
Okay.
just go?
The creature itself has a very grey, gritty skin. It looks like part of it could have been almost like tree bark, and it's still looking as to where it thought Jack was, even though he's not there anymore. And you just hear it go, Jack.
Okay.
Do we all hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you would.
Now, Vidania, I realise you want to study these things, but I think
I'm
they are
good.
somewhat,
I've got
Jack
enough
sounds
also.
like he's in trouble, you know?
Yes. Yes. I am not one. I'm not one to put people in undue duress.
No, I have enough information. I got a sketch of it. I've got some stuff written down. I wrote the Jack thing down. We're good.
Fantastic. Well, I'm glad to have helped out in that. At least I hope I did.
This thing can't see any of you, by the way. He can't see any of you. He's not locked on any of you. He's still locked on the space where you were.
He's still looking at you, Jack.
The music.
I'm out.
Like, you could be dancing in front of him, you wouldn't know right now. So, but you
I'm
will hear again as he whispers Jack's name, and then it walks forwards slowly towards the path.
And we are not.
And
We are walking in the opposite direction.
Yes.
yeah, it can't. Yeah, it can't see you.
You
But-
guys go ahead. I'll try and stall it. So, like, as
Oh,
everyone else...
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
No,
go.
it's all right.
Come on.
Don't worry. I've got this. And like Flint's gonna start lumbering towards the thing, and when it
I'm gonna
gets
stop
close,
Flint walking away.
I'm gonna trip it up. It'll be funny.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Let's go. Come on.
Come
Let's
on.
go.
Come on.
Chime is gonna
I'm also going to
stop.
hang back near Flint, just in
Mhm.
case he needs any backup.
Okay. And what was Chime doing? Sorry.
Chime is mimicking the chanting perfectly.
Oh.
Okay, it's like a almost like a drone.
Mhm.
So it's probably deeper than your normal voice almost, so it would feel quite strange
Okay.
to the rest of you.
I physically cannot get my voice that low, but
No, that's fine. We will imagine that. That's fine.
Yes.
And Jack, you will hear again this creature call out to you. It says, "Get up, Jack. Get up. One more dream, Jack."
What?
And we're hearing all this? Is that correct?
Yes, we're hearing all this.
Chime keeps singing.
One more dream.
I
And then
love
it turns and starts to walk away back into the woods.
Oh, maybe I don't need to trip it up afterwards. There we go.
I think Flip did a good job.
Well, I scared it off. Ah.
Yes.
Hey, that was a good, job, there,
dude.
Flint.
Good job.
Great job, Flint.
My fine work there.
I feel very valid at this moment in time. I feel good. Thank you.
Bye. And I'm just gonna start walking away.
Bye.
So that's 5 nat 20s to Jack from Inwills for his wonderful reaction to hearing his own name.
A worthy cause.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. I'll tell you what. If you want, Jack, we'll use one of those nat 20s now.
Yeah.
Your perception will be nat 20, and as you've decided to almost bolt, basically, as you've tried to get away from this thing, you'll notice, because you're looking around you frantically to make sure there's no more of these things approaching, you will notice there are arrows carved on the trees, all pointing off to the right, off to a new path.
Okay.
Which looks as if it was trodden on maybe a couple of hours ago.
Can I tell by what? Oh, like who walked through it? Was it one of the big guys or what?
No, this seems to be probably a lot lighter, almost Arak's size.
I think I know what's going on. Okay.
How far is Jack from the rest of us? I know he went on ahead.
I don't know, how far ahead of you are you, Jack? How well do you
I
reckon
say
you'll run?
about double my movement speed. So what? 60 feet.
So you see him trot off pretty quick, basically, after seeing all this happen.
Yeah. I mean, you can still see me, but I'm just like
Okay.
farther up ahead.
I'm gonna jog up to him, and when I get there, I'll say, "What was all that business, Jack? Never do you remember something? You never said anything when we was going after Keller there.
No, I mean, when we were going after Keller, that was towards the beginning of my career. Before that, I don't remember anything. Like, there wasn't anything to sleep or I don't know.
Something about dreams. That's just queer.
Yeah, I'm in the same
Body
boat.
Body queer.
Very, very. How did that creature know my name?
That's what I was asking myself.
Yeah.
I never seen anything like that before.
Yeah, me neither. I've never even heard that before. I mean, there's
Yeah, frost giants. I seen them from the distance. Crag
Yeah.
cats. Yeah, but
And I just like-
nothing like that.
Okay. I suggest we get out of here. Let's try to get out of here as best we can. Here, do you see these arrows on the arcs?
How far up are these arrows?
They're probably your height, not that far, maybe a little bit taller than Arek's height. You will also notice, as your eye leads from the arrows, you will see there seem to be a lot of collapsed buildings around you guys, as if they've been there for years and years. So almost like a marker as to where the rooms were. It's like ruins almost than anything. But there is what looks like a shack that has completely fallen down as well.
So Castle Mac donates for a good thing for Vidania.
Okay.
And Castle Mac Sean also has a gift incoming. There's enough there for 2 natural 1s or 20s. Oh, okay, he's upgraded it, so now he can make it a good or bad thing. I guess another good thing?
Hang on, so is that a good thing?
A good thing, so far we've got a good thing for Dania. I will update you when I know more.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Because you're their home girl.
I got a question. How many natural 20s do I have still?
You have
4, I think.
4 nat 20s. Arek has an advantage and a disadvantage.
Let me write that down so that I won't forget it.
Okay. So.
Oh, a good thing for me. Thank you, Castle Mac Sean.
And a good thing for you.
Cool.
Okay. So the rest of you guys, I'm assuming you catch up with all of them and you see these markings on the trees, these arrows. And you also see these ruined buildings that are sort of scattered everywhere. Some of them are just huge rocks. There's not really much of anything left.
What type of building? Like, is it?
There's a mix. It's mainly stone. You can see something that maybe looked almost like a shack made out of wood, but that is completely collapsed.
What about a tower?
Ambly, are you in chat here?
Uh-oh.
Goddamn tower! I'm never like that's your fault, Adam. Every time.
What era of shack is this built? Was this like, like really, really old, or
Not
like...
super old. This just looks like a simple wooden thing that someone used as a shelter once. It wasn't something someone necessarily lived in.
Okay.
But yeah.
Let's go past it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna walk to the shack.
I want to walk
I'm
to
gonna
the
follow
shack.
along.
Okay, you walk to the shack, and annoyingly, there is nothing there. There is nothing there. This seems to be just a fallen shack.
Okay.
It is slightly off the path, and you can see deeper into the woods. There are some of these creatures again. They're nowhere near you this time, but you can see them in the distance. And there seems to be what looks like an old stone building with steps. It's a very small building.
Okay.
But it's almost designed like a temple that you would expect on. It's like the design that you'd expect on a huge building, but it's on a much smaller scale.
Okay.
So elaborately built stairs and pillars and things like that.
And this is from the shack? This is, like,
You can see that
across-
behind the
Okay.
shack.
Is there any name on the shack? Is there like, random
Nope,
stuff?
just a simple shack.
Okay. and nothing in it.
Nope, nothing in it.
Completely
Though I
empty.
can hear a cat that is not in it. I don't know who that is.
Chime is not paying attention to the shack or whatever anybody else is doing. Chime is looking around in general. So, yeah. I mean, there's a glance spared towards the shack and towards the bizarrely scaled building, but mostly Chime is not paying attention to what the party's doing. She's more looking trees, just kind of doing a sweep constantly.
And Lucius is doing the same.
Flint is going to be watching Chime and drawing in the dirt a little picture of Chime.
Hey.
I'm gonna be right next to Chime, doing the same thing.
I'm gonna look up at Lucius and just go, question mark?
So who's drawing Chime in the dirt?
Everyone.
Flint is.
Okay. Flint, as you draw Chime in the dirt, it's a simple, like, I'm thinking pretty simple bird shape.
He's actually quite artistic.
Or is he is it like an artistic type bird thing? Or?
I like to think he's got a finger that's got like I don't know, lots of little things on it that's like a brush.
Little ukulele.
Yeah.
It's Flint Ross, dudes. It's
Yeah.
Flint Ross.
Yes. Yes.
Happy
little-
birds, happy birds.
Just let your finger do the work.
As you finish drawing the eye, it looks like it blinks at you.
Scrub that out.
There's no mistakes. Only happy
Accidents.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
That's good. That's
you say that, but you didn't just see what I just saw.
If I draw my sketchbook, will they blink as well?
They don't seem to.
Okay.
And light fingery donates a nat 20 to Verdania for the ears.
Yay.
I've already sketched the whole party in my book, so they're all-
oh. I
I'm
might
very
want to
fast.
see that. I might want to see that page.
No,
in-
you don't know. I'm writing little notes about you.
Okay.
This temple that you
Yeah.
see, it's very overgrown, but it is covered in beautiful flowers, like bright pinks and oranges. And they sort of adorn this whole building.
So there's a temple over there, guys. Do you guys see it?
What's that?
Yeah, there's a temple over there. Past this,
I'm not much for temples.
I'm of the same opinion, you know, not to demean people from religious backgrounds, but I don't think it's for me, and I really want to stay clear of it. However, in this circumstance, what do you guys want to do?
Did you know that some temples are actually referred to as sanctuaries? And as we are out here and somewhat lost, that sounds quite good to me at the minute.
You know what,
I
Flint?
agree.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, he's got a point there.
Mm.
Lucius, can
No,
you
it
roll
is
perception
kind of
for me,
odd.
please?
It's kind of odd to have this really nice temple in the middle of nowhere.
Dana, don't you talk like that. It's not in any way entirely convenient and strange. You're going to give us all the heebie-jeebies.
I've already sketched it.
That's, to what god is or gods is this temple?
Yeah.
You're
dedicated to?
not too sure, but Lucius does recognize this temple.
Okay. And
You're
may
not
I-
too
may I ask-
sure why, but it's almost like a deja vu type thing for you.
Hey, hey, Lucius, you got a funny look on your face. You see something in the temple?
I bow out of this one.
Can you tell us what you know?
Well, when I was just a little kid, I got kicked out of a temple, just like this.
It's all right.
Exactly the same.
I understand they're forgiving people.
No, not this lot. Not this lot.
An earthy hand will sort of pat Lucius on the back. Don't you worry. Everything will be fine.
Do we have to catch Lucius now for falling over?
I was gonna say, well, how is Lucius feeling about all of this?
He is visibly shaken.
Chime is nearby. I mean, like in Lucius's vicinity, but not like interacting with him physically. Just being a bird and attempting to live.
I'll put my companionable arm around Lucius and start marching him towards the temple. Come on!
Follow along.
Can you roll strength against strength, please? Because I'm assuming Lucy will be trying to like not be dragged.
Rip.
Oh!
Okay, Lucius, you don't necessarily fight free of his grasp, but you definitely stop the movement to the temple which you try to fight.
Oh, you're surprisingly strong for a little.
Is there a path leading from this abandoned shack to the temple, or do we have to get back on that?
It's like a standalone
Okay.
thing.
So, Lucius, why did you get chucked out then? What is all that about?
I didn't exactly fit in with their ideology. They were kind of mean, and I did not want to be mean.
I mean, when you say they were mean, do you mean they? He sort of looks at Lucius, and Lucius, you said that they were like quite a foresty type person, right? Do they look like a druid or like an eco warrior? Do they look anything like that?
No.
No. Okay. So he'll just sort of look at you and go, "Did they? What did they do then?"
Sacrificing of people and lots of bad things.
Oh.
That sounds like fun.
Well, maybe in a story, Jack, yes, but what with us being actually there and being people, that actually does give me the heebie-jeebies. So maybe you were right after all, Donia, to try and give us all the heebie-jeebies.
How far away is this temple?
Not that far.
Okay.
Maybe like 10 feet. You're very close to it.
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast at it.
You can, yes.
Just like at a
it's-
random like stone or whatever. To
Yeah.
See if it's like an illusion or something.
It's not an illusion. It definitely hits, and one of the rocks sort of cracks.
Okay. And she's like, "Pfft. I was just testing that out. Don't worry.
Well, we've knocked now. We've got to go and say hello. We can't just run away.
Yes, we
Yeah,
can.
we're
Have you ever
proper.
heard of Ding Dong Diction? I did it all the time. Let's go.
As we're running around, like, well, where are we going to then?
Follow the path. Follow the yellow brick road. I don't know.
You're gonna follow
The arrows.
all the arrows. Okay.
Yeah.
So as you
Oh.
leave,
I'd like to take some flowers from the temple.
you take some flowers, and as you touch them, they start to glow, and it's like like they're singing to you, and they fold up
Oh,
in themselves. And you see a ring actually wrapped around the center of one of them, and it's a beautiful ring. It's quite plain, but at the same time, it's just got one jewel on the top.
can I take it?
Yeah, you can take it.
It might be dangerous, but I really want it.
I mean, as long as you stay away from me and don't explode in my face, we're cool.
I don't want them to know that I took it, though.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you're doing it.
You held back anyway, so you can probably you'd be okay
I
with that.
sneakily stole a ring from a magical temple and didn't tell anyone.
Hey, Vidania, are you all done down there? Down yonder?
Yep, just looking. Nothing happened.
Flint will probably hang back to speak to Vidania anyway.
Oh.
So as everyone moves on, I'll be like, now, Vidonia, I can't help but notice that you are a lot less frightened than anyone else. Now, I think you might have all the answers to this little riddle going on here. Because I'm good at spotting people who are good at answers, you see. So what do you reckon's going on?
I couldn't tell you specifically, but I do know a little bit about what's happening because this is kind of why I'm here.
That sounds very interesting, I implore you. Shall we tell the others as well, or would you like to keep it a secret?
I'm just curious. I like to look at things closely and collect things. Sometimes it gets me in trouble, but I don't care that much. Good outweighs the bad, I guess.
So when you say that the reason why you are actually here, which sounds very purposeful, there's actually really no purpose to it.
I'm just searching.
Okay, well that is both not reassuring and scary.
I'm a collector of sorts. A studier and a collector. I have lots of things from lots of places.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And do you know where in the Nine Hells we are?
I was about to say that too.
I don't usually.
Wait, are you guys? Did you guys catch up with us or what?
It looks like we're probably catching up, I reckon.
You will be moving just slightly behind them, so you would have started to feel it. And Medina, are you wearing the ring?
No, it's in my pack.
Okay. Well, you hear like whimpering almost at the back of your mind, and your hands start to feel very warm. Again.
Okay.
Can we see her hands glowing?
No, at the moment they just seem, for her, they feel very, very hot.
So
that happens a lot to me, so I'm not going to be too worried. I take a lot of things.
I have strange companions. So where does this path go then? Let's carry on down the path.
Yeah, where's this path go?
Okay. As you continue walking down there, quite far ahead, maybe 30 feet ahead, you see someone carving arrows into the trees.
I'm gonna stealth.
Mm-hmm.
I believe these people are called filchers.
Yeah, I'm going to stealth as well.
Fleechers? Filchers? Fletchers?
Okay.
Something like that.
Jax, I wouldn't say was a full sneak. You make a little bit of noise as you head past. Chime just apparently ninjas up there. And Lucius, you stealth. Okay, but like Chime is moving quite quickly.
Okay.
Towards this.
What is he? Is he humanoid? He's the humanoid we've been following at this point.
It looks to be that this is a child that you have been following.
Well, there goes my plan. I was about to slide up behind it and say, "What do you know?" But
yeah,
it's a child.
You can.
Yeah.
Okay. What race?
It just appears to be elven.
Hello, little elf. So walking down the path.
This little girl jumps like, oh, hello. What are you doing here?
Well, that's exactly what I want to ask you. What of this being a spooky woods and you being on your own?
I'm going to block off her retreat, just in case if she decides to run from the big rock person.
As you sort of surround her, she sort of glows blue briefly, which only Vidina will see.
Okay, so I don't know.
I want to ask her name. I want to be kind to her.
Yeah,
okay, I'm not doing anything. I'm just blocking her retreat. Yeah.
She's literally still like mid carving an arrow, and she's like, "How did you get here?"
We don't know. We were hoping to ask you.
I came through some water after having a weird dream.
Oh.
Yeah, that basically describes my day.
Oh. Okay. Like, and she just sort of stares at you. She's like, "But you're not supposed to be here. How are you here?"
That's what we would like to know.
Are you a felcher?
I don't know what that is.
What people what make arrows?
No, not those kind. No.
Oh, yeah, she's just blown Flint's mind. He thought this was a safe conversation. He thought she was going to say yes and they could carry on, and now he's just melted down.
Can I? Is there anybody else in this vicinity besides the girl?
You can see those things walking in the woods if you want to chat with one of them. But that's about it.
No way. No.
No.
I'm bird ninja, but I'm around, like pretty close to where Jack is, but I'm stealth.
You've stealthed so well that you could be stood next to the child right now and she probably wouldn't notice. You're like behind the tree she's carving on, like.
I probably wouldn't even notice you were there.
But she's like, what? Did you do something wrong?
Maybe.
No.
Flint turns to look at Vidania.
Vidania, do you have anything you want to tell us?
Well, sometimes I find things and I take them so I can study them later. That's all. I might have found something and I might have taken something.
And you wouldn't have happened upon a ring, would you?
Yeah.
And Lucius is very much upset about that.
Do you want to see it?
No. No.
It's very interesting. It's probably magical.
Well, okay. I'll look at it and see if I recognize it. What do I roll for that?
Just roll investigation.
Investigation.
Well, is Vidina showing this to you? You holding it out and showing it?
Yeah, I don't want to touch it. I just want to see it.
Yeah. This is a very beautiful ring that it seems to, well, Vidina would have seen it as a plain ring at first, but it has almost twisted and changed into a feather circlet that goes around the finger. And you might recognize it as the ring of feather falling.
Okay, so above talk, I like this. Below talk, I don't like this.
Can I show them the sketch in my sketchbook of what it looked like before it changed?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I want to show everyone. I'm like, okay, so this ring changed, so something's going on.
Chime continues to watch invisibly from a nearby tree.
I'm gonna walk up to the girl. I'm gonna break stealth and be like, "So what else aren't you telling us, little girl?"
You haven't asked me anything.
No, I'm like right behind her. Like she's like right here. I'm like,
Do you know where we are? Lucius asks.
What, like specifically? Because there's a lot of space here.
Yes. Do you know what realm we're in?
No.
So when we first met you, you said we're not allowed in here.
Well, yeah, I
By
don't
whom?
understand how you are here.
By whom are we not allowed here?
Who
Whose
rules
rules?
over this place? Who makes people? Who says who can come and who cannot?
Well, people like you don't tend to stop off here.
Like us?
Yeah, like
In what way?
You people, like, and she just pokes Jack, like, in the chest, and then she goes, "Not like me," and she holds her hand up and goes straight through her own arm and back again. I don't
I'd like to
understand.
touch her. I'd like to touch her. I'd like to
I get
definitely
it now.
like pat her on the head. I'd like to pat her.
Your
on-
hand
Yeah.
sort of feels almost like it's going through a little bit.
Oh, I think I know
Ah.
where we are now.
Lucius likes this, but is
I'd like to
kind
check
of
my
shaken
pulse.
as well at the same time.
Your
I'm
pulse is
writing
still
this
there.
down.
Your pulse is still there.
Okay.
Chime unstealths.
Oh, where did you come
And
from?
she's gonna kind of I'm probably even height with her, right? Because Chime's
Yeah,
like
you
4'11".
you might be a tiny bit taller, but yeah.
Chime's going to kind of lean forward with no regard to personal space.
And the child will do exactly the same and lean right up
Chime looks
to
happy.
Chime.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
And she starts to, as you're normally a mimic, she starts to mimic you.
Chime is thrilled.
It's an infinity loop.
Yes,
Right.
and
Play that thing on the
Lucius
back.
Lucius
thing on the
is
back so the
happy
child
that
knows.
Chime is happy.
Do you think they're dead?
Dead? Who's dead?
Dad? Who's dead?
Why's she doing that?
Why is she doing that?
Make it stop.
Make it
It's
stop.
her. It's her thing. You know, like, do you have any younger siblings?
No.
Well, then you wouldn't understand. So I'm sorry.
Oh.
You got a loss.
Yeah, I'm rather convinced that she's dead.
Is there anybody else like you in this forest?
I don't think so. I think I'm the only one.
Are
You're
your
dead?
are your arrows magical as well?
No. I just sort of carved the way
Why are
Why?
you making arrows?
to carve the way.
What?
where?
What's the way?
I don't know. I've just been told to do it. I've always
By
done it.
whom?
I don't know. I've always done it. It's just this little voice that just says, do this. And I had nothing else to do.
I like
Uh-huh.
your voice, Jack. You've got a voice. What says your name?
But that voice does not say outside my head.
It said it to us, Jack.
Yeah.
Chime
That's
is
the
so
thing.
mean.
Stop it.
And
Girl,
Are there any gray boys around us?
what's your name?
Me?
Yeah.
Wisp.
Wisp.
Yeah.
Do you have a companion called Willow?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my first name.
Willow Wisp.
Will-o-wisp.
Which one
What's your name?
You could just call me Jack.
Okay. Hi, Jack.
Hi. What? Okay, so you said there's a voice in your head that's saying it.
Well, it's not in my head. It's in the air.
Well, that voice.
Ah,
Get that.
Yeah.
And you can understand it.
Well, if it wants me to, I guess.
So not all the time can you understand it.
No. How did you get here?
Good question. We just woke up in a place and then we jumped down a well, and then here we are. So I don't know.
Oh, you came through a pool.
I'm still a
unless
little
you
bit
go
muddy.
Yeah, see, he's still a bit muddy.
You know, Jack, that is a great invasion of my personal space.
What's that?
Mud on him.
Well, well, you wouldn't have been able to enter the pool unless it wanted you to, so
Man, I
And
definitely
she just
wanted us
goes
to.
back and starts carving the arrows again.
Vidania. When you entered the pool, something different happened.
My hands glowed.
Why?
I don't know.
You don't know, or do you don't want to know? You don't want us to know.
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I may be searching for something that includes that.
I'm gonna since the girl is like still like has ignored us completely. I'm gonna look ahead. Is there any more arrows?
No, she seems to be finishing off
Okay.
this last one, and she's sort of sensing that you guys aren't leaving, and and is just kind of like,
You know, if you want to leave, you just gotta go and find the other pool.
Well, I don't know if we want to leave, right, Vidania?
I want to find anything that's findable.
Lucius is glad to leave you to that, but I'm very much wanting to leave.
Well, I've been with a few adventuring type people, and I find that finding things usually leads to finding other things. So maybe if we find the things that Vidania wants to find, then we'll find the things that we want to find as well as finding them in things.
Again, Flint, you are a bastion to our group.
I like this guy.
and she sort of looks at Flint
Yeah.
and just like nods.
He's got the right idea.
And Flint's face goes like almost like a brick red for a second. Like,
And she sort of reaches into one of her little pockets and she pulls out a clear bottle and hands it to Flint. He goes,
You're quite loud. You might need this.
oh, thank you. What is
That's
it?
okay.
and thank you, Isriver, for both those positive donations.
What is it?
Hey.
It's invisibility.
Oh. It wasn't
Ah.
Isriver what gave us these, it was the Castle Mac and Castle Mac Sean. Isriver gave us bad things.
Well, thank you that.
Well, I don't know where else to go, so
Forward.
forward. You lead on then.
you know, you can. It's. Which one did you come out of?
Yes.
That way.
And she sort of looks back and then goes,
Well, if you hook a left over there by that big tree and keep going, you'll see the stone circle, and there's one in there.
I like
Again,
stone
I'm
circles.
not really like. You're not supposed to be in the in between. It's not something that happens much.
In
Yeah.
between.
If you wanna, you can try. I mean, it only if it'll let
Aha.
you.
I'm writing that down.
I like stone circles.
It's really
Um,
pretty.
Have the stones been standing there long?
Well, ever since I've been here, yeah.
How long's that?
I don't know. I forget. I've been here for a long time. I stopped counting after 500.
Oh,
Aha.
their feet must be aching by now.
Feet.
Yes, I feel bad for the stones as well.
Yeah, the stones' feet, they've been standing for ages.
I'm really curious about this in between thing.
Yeah.
What are we in between?
I don't know. You're in the in between.
Well,
People
Flint's
don't
looking
come
around
here.
and he's going, well, we're in between a tree and a rock at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, I reckon that's
Perfect.
right. Yeah, we
Couldn't
are
have said
in
it better
between.
myself.
Am I able to touch the girl for any reason? Like, since everyone else can't.
you reach out, you sort of seem to pass through her
Okay.
as well.
Hmm.
Can I ask her why she glowed blue?
I don't know. It's just a thing I do here.
I like it.
Thank you.
Wait, she glow blue?
I saw it. No one else saw that?
No.
I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't see it. I'm not very perceptive. So I am told.
Two things. First off, I'm willing to bet that this next circle is not the way out, but a way further.
To the other side of the in between.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
There might be
I will
nice
find
rocks.
Secondly, how is it that you were able to see her flashing blue when, clearly she did not?
Sometimes I see things, and that's kind of what's leading me on this journey. I'm trying to figure out why and what they mean.
This little girl has gone back to carving her arrow, and she's like,
No, that's not it.
and she's sort of
Okay.
like brushing the chippings away, and it's sort of just like,
You're not as here as they are.
Ooh. Am I more before or am I more after?
I don't know. Where did you come from?
Before.
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. It depends. Anyway, I'm gonna keep carving this because I kind of need to. I got a lot of trees to do.
And you look at like literally, she's pointing at the whole woods.
Dang.
You're doing a lovely job. Very proud of you.
Thank you.
What she said, except sounds the proud part. I don't know what that is. And Solidan, Vidania?
Let's do it.
Chime, what you got there?
Chime is going to hop forward. I mean, she was already pretty close to the girl, but she's going to hop kind of around and kind of, first thing is the chisel that the kid is using. Is it sharp or is it crappy?
It's like just a standard plain, like a really blunt iron chisel that she's working into the wood. It's almost like she's scratching it. She's not like got a hammer or whatever. She's literally scratching it into the wood.
Okay, so it's fairly hard work, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chime is going to fish out a little sharp dagger from her bag and offer it to the kid.
Nice.
The little girl looks at you and she's like,
For me.
thank you. And she takes it and she sort of like really holding it up. Like this is like, I'm assuming just a plain dagger, but she's just like in awe
That's
of
nice
it.
of me.
And she's just like,
You have no idea how much easier it's going to be now.
and she just like starts on the next tree digging in.
So
She's
she
like,
can
Thank
hold
you
it?
so much.
she can hold it.
Hey,
Okay,
Chime.
so that's cool.
Chime. Do you know what the word gung ho means? I think you just given ammo to a gung ho. Just
A gung ho.
a gung ho. Yes.
Incorrect context.
Chime
Chime is also
That's
going
valid.
to stop, and as the girl is carving, and she's kind of oblivious to the rest of the party, she's going to kind of lean back into the girl's line of sight. Do you want to go home?
I am home.
Chime nods slowly. Safe?
Yeah. No one bothers me.
More nodding.
That must be pretty scary for you, Jack.
What?
Well, if they're home and safe and everyone else is whispering your name.
Does the
If
girl
only
look
you knew.
fairly well cared for?
Yeah, she looks
Fed.
pretty. She may be see-through almost, but she looks pretty, like well fed. Everything looks pretty healthy.
She's just, it's. I'm all right here, honest. I mean, my dad's here somewhere. Like, I haven't seen him for about a week and a half, but it's a big woods.
Now, do you know which direction your dad's in?
There isn't really a direction here once you've turned round 3 times.
Makes sense.
Not only that, if it doesn't want you to find someone, you won't.
Makes sense.
Good to
Okay.
know.
So back to the home thing. I'm getting really kind of antsy. I really don't like being home, especially where my name is being called. Let's move forward, please.
Okay.
I'm gonna start pushing Vidania. I'm gonna like, show us the
Ow.
way.
Okay, so as you guys start to move, like the little girl's just like waving you off and
And
sort
wave
of
back.
like waving and gesturing to the dagger to Chime, like, hey.
Thank you
Um,
for the potion.
Yeah.
Bye, Willow. The
Yeah.
wisp. Willow wisp.
Hi.
And she's like, it's almost like she starts to fade a little bit as she walks into the woods. Arik, can you make me a perception check, please?
Now, could any of you what have backpacks take this little bottle for me? Because I am holding it in my hand.
Sure, just put it in my pack.
Thank you. He's just gonna come along. He's got massive fingers. He's gonna-
Yeah. I'm just pushing Vidania. I'm like, ugh.
Okay,
Oh, I want to wear the ring.
you're going to wear the ring.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Arik, as you all start moving, you notice one of the creatures from the woods, the huge creatures that Jack does not seem specifically fond of, is walking closer. In fact, it stepped onto the path, and it's
Is it-
walking towards you.
Is it behind us to our?
It is behind you. like directly behind you.
Hey, fellers. Who's closest to me? I'm thinking I was probably toward the back of the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Jack's further ahead because he was pushing Vidina to go further forward.
Yeah, I would be closest.
Probably nearby, yeah.
Yeah. And what about Flint?
I'm just lumbering along. I'm not really paying much attention to the ground. I'm quite excited about the stones though, so I might be moving a little bit quicker than normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll signal toward. I'm guessing Lucius is probably the closest to me. Says, "Hey, Lucius, you want to come see this? Wait a. One of them big ones, big critters is on the path. How far back is it from us?
About 15 feet.
Oh, he's pretty close. I ain't liking this.
Are we still invisible? Like,
No, that only lasts 10 minutes, and I can only do it once a day, I'm afraid.
I'd really like to investigate, but if that doesn't seem safe, then I won't.
Yes, I will.
That's a good. Yeah.
So I can look at it.
Yay!
Yay!
You look at it, and it literally tips its head and sort of waves at you lightly.
We need the 3D maneuvering gear.
It looks like it's made of wood.
I wave back.
If you want, I could go and try and punch it.
No,
don't hurt it. Don't hurt it.
Okay.
No. I ain't liking this.
I like it.
I'm going to sing to it. Like the droning noise that they've been making from above. I'm going to make it as loudly as a bird can.
As you do this, it looks slightly confused.
Hey, Chime. Can we see it? Okay, so if we see it like being confused, can we assume that it's Chime the one that's doing it, right?
Yeah, you could probably, yeah.
Continue doing that, Chime. We want it confused. A confused prey is better than
It's more just sort of like, what are you doing? And it makes a sort of just a heavy breathing sound, like, and you notice that the chanting is still going on. This is not coming from the creature.
Yeah, I want to ask. I want to ask it something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you understand me?
It doesn't move.
I wave at it.
It waves back.
Yay! I like this.
What happens if I change pitch at the creature above me? Kind of higher and lower?
Doesn't really seem to do much with it.
What if I walk closer to it?
It's already starting to walk closer.
Wait, does it
to you guys?
No. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm going to start walking
to
closer
back
to
up.
it and see if anything happens.
I'm sticking with Lucius.
Watch
Making strange noises.
He's
mate.
there.
Watch your mate, I say in Primordial.
Yeah, you might, but it still just sort of looks more confused now. But it's walking up, and it specifically seems focused on Arik.
Oh, a new target.
I don't like
Time
the
will
sound
stop
target.
And
I take a couple steps back from as it's coming toward me.
it stops before it gets to you. And you notice the mist around all your feet has started to thicken again. And it leans in, like it cranes its long neck sort of thing, as if it's almost like stretches a little bit. And it looks around you. And then, only to Arik, it disappears. And a very familiar person stands in front of you. You see your brother stood in front of you.
Kern?
See?
That you?
And your brother just tips his head and smiles.
What are you doing here?
You roll a perception for me, please.
Okay.
I'm thinking about out both my short swords, by the way.
Okay. Don't forget, I think, Eric, you have like an advantage or something. And disadvantage as well. If you want to use any of them, obviously.
I'll use an advantage.
Okay. Okay. You feel around your feet something moving. Something huge is moving, and it's like it's weaving in between your ankles.
Tempest's teeth. What in the tarnation? Can I see it through the whatever
You see
the fog?
a snake-like creature move towards your brother.
Eric, you good?
None of the rest of us can see this, right?
Yeah, wait.
You can't. So all you see is Eric has got slightly closer, and him and this other weird hunch creature just looking at each other.
Could be dangerous.
How far
Well, he
is the
doesn't-
snake thing from my brother?
It's a very large snake, so its tail is just leaving you, and it started to circle around your brother's legs and work its way up.
Do I recognize this creature?
Yes, you do.
It's the glacier snake, right?
Yes, it is.
All right. I yell out, "Femur breaker!" and I rush at the snake with my warhammer.
As soon as he does this, I'm gonna swipe with both my both my short swords.
Okay, can you guys all roll initiative if this is, or who is fighting at the moment? All of you, or
I'm mostly confused.
Holding action.
I'm standing with Chime, looking at this. So I don't think me and Chime see anything.
okay?
Okay.
I'll roll initiative just in case.
Yeah, I'm holding my action.
We can all see it.
You see him attacking this creature, not the
Something.
snake, but this thing. If you see what I mean.
Ah,
Can we see it well enough to like be able to attack it successfully?
Yeah. Yeah. You can see the creature that he's this hunched thing that he's running at.
Oh, we
To
see the
attack.
like.
Yeah, you see the
tree
creature.
shaft.
You don't see the snake. You don't see.
Yeah,
The
I'm
rest of
attacking the
it.
creature itself, the
Okay.
stone thing.
Okay, because Arik charged first, I'm going to get him to go first on this one because I'm assuming he's just run.
Yeah, I'm running directly at the snake.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so warhammer two-handed.
That does not hit, I'm afraid. So we now move on to Flint.
Well, I think I will hold my action because I'm tempted to punch it, but I was told not to hurt it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait and see if it hurts anyone, and then if it hurts someone, I'm gonna run in and punch it.
Okay.
Right,
Next
yeah.
is Chime. You're holding your action, aren't you?
I am, yes.
And Vadina, are you doing anything?
If we're not actively attacking it, I guess not. I have
Only
already.
Arik is attacking.
Okay, already. My spiritual weapon spell, I guess.
Okay.
Ooh.
So Lucius, are you doing anything, or are you holding as well?
Lucius is waiting in to see if anyone gets hurt.
Okay, so Jack, it is your turn.
Alright, so first short sword swing.
Mm-hmm.
Does that hit?
Yes, that does hit.
Cool. And that's my second short sword.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so I could do
Right.
that easy.
You could roll damage for, or if you want, I'll roll damage for them if you.
It's okay. Yeah, to roll damage, all you do is you just go on the chat box and just click on the word short sword and it'll roll damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
There it is.
That was that one and 9. However, what is that? 16? 17? Sorry.
17.
Yeah.
17. Yeah,
Oh,
17.
good. Okay, you strike this creature and it screams. It it's like an ear-piercing scream as it sort of throws back its arms, sort of trying to swipe at you as you do so. And Arik, at this point, it's almost like a glitch. It glitches from your brother to this creature very briefly.
Okay.
And then it turns to Jack and looks around and just again whispers, Jack. Wake up, Jack.
Okay.
And then it is going to attack.
You don't scare
Jack.
me.
And it is going to roll 12. What was your armor class?
16.
16. Okay. No, it does not. We're back round to Arik.
All right.
One of those fancy spin moves.
Hold on. Before
When-
Eric's turn, a lot of us were holding action until it attacked someone. Didn't it just attack Jack?
Yeah.
It just attacked Jack.
So I don't know if you want to do that in turn order before we go back to Arik, but we were all waiting, like holding that
Yeah.
action ready. So
Yeah, it can do. So if we go to Flint then first.
Oh, he's hitting someone, and he just runs in with one hand
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
with a stony punch.
Yeah, that's a
Nice.
big old punch.
Womp.
The 6. Okay. This thing again cries out and screams and turns towards Flint and Chime. It is your turn.
I am going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the creature. I don't know how to make that do this thing in the. I guess I just click on it, right?
Yeah, it should be.
Should do. If not, you can give a brief description if it's
yes.
easier for you.
There we go. Here you go.
Okay, brilliant. Wisdom saving throw. Okay. I got 5, so I know I didn't save that.
DC 14, yeah.
3d6.
Yup.
5.
It
13 damage.
It did not save, so it must now use its reaction to move as far away as speed that it has from me.
Okay, so this creature, as you cast this, it grabs its head and starts shaking its head violently as if it's trying to get something out, and it starts backing up, like backing away from
Opportunity
Chime.
of attack.
And it is Vidina next.
So
does
I'll
that-
do.
Yeah, was that an attack of opportunity? I don't know how that works.
Hang on. So,
because he moved out
Yeah,
of
you're
my
good.
melee range.
yeah,
Did you-
Adam, how would you do this? Because it's
well, it
waiting
depends.
for attack and.
Are you going to move the creature now, or are you going to make it move on its turn?
I was going to make it move now.
Must immediately use its reaction to move
Okay.
as far as its
Yeah.
speed allows. so.
Yeah.
There you go then. So we get opportunity attacks, yeah?
Yep, go for it.
Yeah. Everybody gets opportunity.
Oh, dang.
That does not hit, I'm afraid.
Remember, Jack. Remember, Jack, that you're sitting on 4 nat 20s. Just.
Yeah, I'll use that one. I'll use one now.
You want to use a nat 20? Yeah, okay, you go for it.
Okay, so I do double. Is it double dice?
Yeah.
So, sorry.
That's okay. There's
No, it's all good.
worries.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. Again, this creature screams. So who else has it gone past? Probably gone past.
Run and fear.
Oh, nat 1.
Please don't hit me.
Flint. It is so tempting to make him hit someone else. You sort of swing a bit too hard, and you literally do like a spin and just crash down onto the floor as you completely miss.
Oopsie daisy. So who else had an action held or is in range of
Me.
opportunity attack? So we've got Lucius and Vidania. I don't know what order that was.
It's Vidania first.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Is that a hit?
Yeah, that is a hit.
Okay.
Okay. This creature's looking quite badly damaged. You can see bits of the branches that are growing out of its back are breaking off, and as that happens, more seem to try and grow out and up its body, trying to replace it. But it is bleeding, almost like a black liquid, and it is Lucius's turn.
I'm gonna cast Thunderwave.
Mm-hmm. D12.
Wait,
I
do we
love
have to make that save too as well?
I was going to say, hang on, you're all in the It's a 15-foot cube.
Yeah.
You all have to save. Save.
Oh shit.
Oh wow.
Okay, so Flint is good.
What's the same?
It's a DC 12 on Constitution. Yeah, I can't say it. Constitution.
But we still take half damage, right?
Yeah, you still take half damage.
Still take off damage.
They all take 5.
Cool.
Did I get hit by that as well, or?
Yeah, everyone gets hit. You'll just take half D. I think what's it? Because I know I take half D because I did not do well on that either. So that's 10 damage.
Me?
Is that every? No, everyone is 5, I think, because everyone passed, didn't they?
Yep. Everyone who passes takes 5. Anyone who doesn't pass takes 10.
Okay. So this creature is almost falling to its knees and screaming and recoiling. We turn back to Arik, and all you see here is your brother collapsing, sort of in a bloody mess, onto the floor because the people you are with are attacking him.
What's the snake doing? What's the glacier snake doing?
The
Is it still wrapped around?
Has sort of fallen off of him and is pulled around his feet, but now you're witnessing everyone else just attacking your brother.
I'm going to run toward my brother, stand in front of him, and I'll say, "Y'all better get away, or I'm going to be breaking some femurs." And I start twirling my battle axe, or sorry, my warhammer.
Are you using like an intimidate for that to try and?
I can try.
I mean, I just as a
sure
idea, if you want. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You're quite upset by this. I would have. I'm assuming you'd be upset with this whole scene. So you guys will see him standing in front of this horrible gangrenous creature that has collapsed, screaming about his brother.
It's all right, Flint. Arik, I'm Flint. Arik, Arik, it's all right. It's a big creepy creature. It was attacking you and our friends, wasn't it? Why don't you come
That's my brother. That's my brother right back there. And I seen you hurting him. I ain't gonna have anybody hurt my brother no more. Y'all better step back.
What are you talking about?
Or say goodbye to that femur.
Now, Arik,
Calm down. Can I roll persuasion?
You can
What
do.
are you talking about?
Yeah. Oh.
You get a nat 1. If anything, you spur on Arak even more.
So what I'm understanding, Arak, is that your brother is a big tree creature thing. What makes the creepy chanty and whispers at Jack a lot.
I've no idea what you're talking, tree creature. That's my brother back there.
Yeah. Well,
Abner, look! It's not your brother.
At this point, Arik will feel a tug on his his robe or his coat, and he's just like, "Brother, don't let me get hurt again."
I ain't gonna let that happen.
They
You
want
got
to
my
hurt
word on
me.
that, Karen. I know. I'm right here. I'll take care of you. Y'all better move back. I'm warning you.
well,
Then why did you attack in the first place?
He raises a good point, Arik. We saw you attack him first, somewhat.
I just attacked.
What, you guys didn't see the glacier snake? It was right there,
What are you
coming right
talking
at him. I ain't gonna let that happen again. It happened one before. Not anymore.
I don't know what you're talking about. We don't see no snake. All we see is that.
That is my brother.
I don't
Y'all
see any
better
brother.
step back. That's my brother right there.
Why don't we give Arik just a little bit of space while we wait for him to calm down?
That's right. Go on, step back. There you go. Nobody's coming any closer.
Chime, do you reckon you could do a bad impression of Arik, what might sound like his brother?
Chime stares at you. Are we still in initiative order, or are we?
No, you've sort of fallen out of that now.
Right. I'm gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on Arik.
I was about to do something too.
Enjoy.
Rip.
And
Okay.
as I cast this, I'm going to say, I can't decide if I want to pursue a career as a writer or a grifter. I'm still weighing the pros and cons.
Ah.
Do I need to make a save on this, or is it just it's an automatic effect?
Let's have a look.
Wisdom save.
Yes.
Wisdom to save. Okay.
Oh wow.
You break into literally hideous laughter. You
Okay.
are everything close to you is utterly hilarious.
Y'all better move back, 'cause
As soon as he falls down, I'm gonna activate my crimson right, go in and stab the guy.
You're gonna what? Sorry, Jack.
Activate my crimson right, and then go in and finish off the guy.
Are you gonna try? What? You're trying to knock Arik out, or you're?
No,
Okay.
the other guy behind him.
Okay. Can you just roll that as a straight up attack, please?
Okay, so first off, crimson right. First off, all the good stuff. Okay.
Yep, that's a hit.
Okay, so this is my normal, and then crimson right is that's
Okay.
9.
Can you describe how you kill this creature to me?
I'm gonna walk
please?
up to the creature and say, "I am lightning, the rain transformed." Because it's lightning. It's lightning. My whole sword is completely covered in electricity damage. So
Nice. As you do that, this thing crumbles. Arik, you will see your brother fall and crumble, and then as he lands, he sort of shifts back into the original creature from the forest.
Kern, what's it? What?
I will lift Tasha's hideous laughter.
Yeah.
He's falling down. He's turning into a tree. What? That ain't right. And on and on and on.
Time looks somewhat disturbed.
I would like to.
I mean, in one respect, it's quite funny, but in the other, it's quite sad.
This spell is called Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Use it with great discretion.
Okay.
Am I still under the effect?
You sort of calm down after the hideous. Yeah.
What in Tempest's teeth happened? Where's my brother?
Oh,
Where-
also because I reduced the creature to 0 hit points, I also regain hit points as well.
Mhm.
So let me roll that real quick.
Okay. Eric's looking around. Where'd he
gained
go?
1 point back.
What's going on? What happened?
Chime hops forward and looks at Arik, and then looks at the creature, and then looks back to Arik, and then looks at the creature very pointedly.
And Lucius says, I think what you were seeing is not what we were seeing.
You was saying that this big tree person was your brother and that we were hurting him when you very much definitely attacked him first.
Yeah, what he said.
There was a glacier snake from a long time ago. Must have come back or something. I don't know. Something happened. My head hurts.
Illusion spells are a bard's greatest weapon against the weak-minded.
I think
Ooh.
that this place is starting to mess with our minds. It is starting to mess with our hearts as well.
Okie dokie.
Whatever is happening in here is not. I don't want to say it's not real, but it's not definitely humane.
Well, now there were standing stones. I like standing stones. We should go and see them because
Yes,
they
yes.
represent maybe Vidonia's thing, maybe the exit, and maybe some answers.
See, yeah, I do definitely
like
like the
stones.
exit portion, especially if I
Yeah.
can get out of this place. So
I reckon
Yes.
that's a good idea. I think we should head for them there stones that he's talking about.
I like this plan.
at this
Over
point, I'm
here.
going to let my right fade.
Okay. So, are you guys going to keep walking towards the path?
Yeah.
Down towards the stones?
I'm gonna fall in with Eric and be
Mhm.
like, "Hey, you doing okay?"
I think so. That just conjured up some really bad memories. Happened before, you know.
Do you want to talk about it?
I was about 11 years old, and we was on a hunting trip, my first hunting trip with my brother, and we was doing some arguing because I kept saying that he kept trying to watch over me, really overprotective, like a crag cat watching over her litter. I didn't like it. We was arguing, and all of a sudden this glacier snake attacked him, and I thought it was all my fault. He told me it wasn't, but I swore nothing like that's going to happen again to anybody I know.
I'm not good with emotions. Never been. But I can say this. That wasn't your brother. Whatever's happening here, I need you, out of everybody else, to stay focused. Because your rage is impressive. And I wouldn't want you to lose control. Can you do that for me?
Reckon you're right. I look back over my shoulder at is the creature still lying on the path?
Yes.
I look back at it and said, "Yeah, I guess that wasn't. No, I don't know."
I'm gonna awkwardly pat your shoulder and be like, "Don't worry about it," but like from like a distance, so I'm just like pat.
Hey, you're a good man, Jack. You're a Jasper.
I just want to get out of here alive. That's all I want.
I know the feeling. Maybe these stones will help us in that. You reckon?
Actually, Vidania, you wanted to study these.
Mm-hmm.
Go right ahead.
So since it's dead, right? There's no chance
It is dead. The only thing I will say is the attack has attracted attention of more. So they
Okay.
are slowly. They don't seem to be water. It's almost like they glide.
I want
through
to
mist
just
towards you.
kind of take pieces of it, and I have all these little bottles and vials.
Mhm.
So I'd like to just take some samples of it.
Yeah, like you can snap bits of the wood that was growing off it. You can maybe take a tooth from one of the skulls.
Yes,
And yeah, there's bits and
Any
bobs. like
blood? I would love a vial.
that. Yeah, there's a little sort of black ooze, I guess you would see as it's blood that is coming out of it. But yeah.
Yeah, so I'll just fill up some little vials with corks and put those in my little satchel. I have a little, like a part of my satchel that has little places for each of them to go. And if anyone is watching me, they'll see a full satchel of really weird things. So,
I mean, I'm definitely watching you, like, all these things.
and I just kind of quietly do that and look away like nothing just happened.
I'm just gonna walk
we
away
all
like
see-
nothing happened either.
And we're all seeing these other creatures sort of gliding toward
You
us.
see them speed up, and they are starting to make a crying sound, almost like children crying.
I think we should
As
get
they
out
head
of here.
towards the body.
Come on,
Let's go.
fellas.
Let's go.
Chime
I've got my
turns around.
stuff. Let's go.
Okay. As you see, as you're moving off, you see that they are looking over their fallen brother, I guess, and they're looking at you. And then there's about 25 of them or so, and they start moving towards all of you.
Does anyone else have Pass Without a Trace?
I think I would definitely like to drink the little potion what the little girlie gave me right now, though.
I'm gonna grab the potion from my pack and be like, "Here you go."
Thank you.
Chime didn't leave.
I'd like to stealth too, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm gonna cast Misty Step just to be case.
Just to
Just
be,
safe.
okay.
Yeah.
So those who are not drinking a potion or anything, can you please roll me stealth?
Oh, dear. Oh, now
That's a
I'm
good
nervous.
stealth.
Do I need to do it too since I'm 30 feet away now?
No, you're probably okay just to run, I'd say. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Oh snap!
Actor and Lucius, they definitely see you. They don't see the others, so they are still moving in your guys' general
But these
direction. They're not
things seem-
necessarily going fast, but they are seeing you, and they don't look happy. They're making
These things
this.
tend to
I'm
not be mad at me.
I'm
These
still
things are
running
sad.
toward the direction of those stones.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can I
I'm
stop?
running too.
I'm gonna stop Arak and be like, let's go. We need to run
Yeah, I'm running
away.
as
Yeah,
fast as I
running.
possibly can.
Running,
I
Okay.
didn't run.
No.
running as fast as halfling legs can carry me.
Time
What is-
stayed behind.
Yeah.
Time stayed behind.
Are you staying behind to see what they do, or?
I'm sorry, I'm not very loud, but Chime was actually finding little stones and making a tiny little Kenku burial cairn on top of the thing's head, and then wrote "sorry" in the dirt
Aw.
That's
next
sweet.
to its head.
Okay, they
Ah.
are super close to you,
Okay.
and they are slowly surrounding.
Flint
Okay.
wouldn't go until everyone else is safe.
Yeah,
do you need me to
Lucius
roll
turns
stealth
around.
You can roll stealth now if you want to just somehow disappear.
Did
I
they
did
see me
have to
taking
just go.
pieces of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they would have done.
Actually, Chime is going to sing at them and make a kind of a this motion at everybody else, as in run, go.
Okay.
God help me, I'm probably gonna die.
Can you roll a performance for me?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Don't fuck me, Gil.
Okay, so as you do this, you start to chirp and sing, and they all sort of stop and start to just watch you.
Okay. Run.
Eric is going to stop in mid-run, turn around, and start to jog back toward Chime, and he's going to say to Jack as he goes, "I ain't leaving anyone behind, not like my brother."
I'm right with you. I'm right with you right now, too.
Yeah.
So Chime is literally just singing her little heart out to all these things that have just started, like, they're all sort of craning their necks down to look at her.
Motion, kind of. If Chime had wings, they'd be flapping, but they're just little Kenku arms. It's
Yeah.
definitely a go the fuck away. Just run. I'll be. And Chime manages to weave "I'll be fine" into the drone. Please keep running. So as long as they're enthralled, I'm gonna keep singing. Please.
Yep, they are. And what are the rest of you doing? Are you leaving her, or
I have a question.
Yep.
My face step, can I grab Chime and then teleport away with Chime still in my hand?
I'm not sure. Is that just for you though, or
It just says, as a bonus action, you can magically teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. When you use it straight, you can't do so again until finish your short or long rest. It does not specify, like, things.
Okay. I'd say why not? Just do it.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go grab Chime, and then I'm gonna start singing "Come with Me." And
You'll see in a world of pure imagination.
Do I get a dex save?
And just
against
teleport
your
away.
grapple?
Okay.
A deck save against the grapple? You want to resist it? I'd say
Yep.
so.
Do, do, do.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah, do a dex save against it.
I'd like to use my nat 20 on the.
Okay. As you use your nat 20, you effectively scoop up this Kenku completely against her will. I'm assuming you'd stop as you're doing, like stop singing, start squawking. As you've grabbed her, all their heads has snapped up to you, and in unison they all go, "Jack."
What? Nope.
And they-
Nope.
and one of them walks forwards, as I'm assuming you're backing up, and it just says,
Yeah, backing up.
"One more dream, Jack."
And it's
Nope.
night,
So
night
much.
forever.
Nope. And I teleport away.
Okay. You teleport away up to where, like,
30 feet.
Vidinia is, who has just misty stepped, like, the hell out of there. I'm assuming the rest of you are all still running.
Yes. Trying to run.
You are running, and you can see the stones ahead of you in a circle, and you can see a deep pool in the ground. Or they're quite far behind you now, and you arrive at this circle.
Hold on.
And
It says, because I'm in winter form, it says one creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of you before you teleport must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be frightened of you until the end of the next turn.
Mhm.
I'll do the nearest creature. The one that was like the closest to me to try to frighten it.
Okay.
DC 12.
Yeah. Okay. It was It got a 13, so it's not
Okay.
scared, but they're so far away from you now. If anything, they're almost like, oh, where'd it go? Like they don't know exactly where you've gone. You arrive at this stone circle, and these are huge stones. These are towering stones.
How big?
And sorry,
How big?
maybe 10, 12 foot.
Oh.
They are huge. And
Lucius tries to talk to the stones.
they don't do anything. They are literally just stones. However, the one thing you will find odd is they almost have a reflective surface, like a mirror. Vidina, you suddenly feel incredibly weak, and your hands are burning, and you can feel your whole arms burning now.
Are these waystones?
No.
Are we being followed?
No, they seem to have sort of stopped.
Okay. Hopefully they're distracted by that. Okay.
But these are all almost like reflective mirrors. And you'll notice... you notice there are 6 or 7 of them.
I'm gonna... I don't know if this is a good idea. Okay, I'm not gonna do anything.
Stand in front of one?
I
What?
couldn't hear either of you there.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and investigate it.
Mm-hmm.
And
You-
Vidania?
I was gonna say, should we each try and stand in front of one and see if like anything is shown to us in the mirrors?
If you wish to, May, you can do that and do it as an investigation as well.
Because maybe we'll like see something in the mirror that's not here.
Yeah.
So, if you all roll an investigation for me, please.
Am I still being held by a blood hunter?
You are sort of like in a... Oh, nat 20.
Nice.
Oh, oof.
Mm.
3.
Fail.
I have that 20, but I don't want to use it yet.
You will see... You all see... maybe Vidina sort of sees more of a blurred image. You all see yourselves slightly damaged and twisted. You are all on a cobbled stone road, and there is crimson running through
Ooh.
the channels in the
Should
stone.
I tell them?
It's up to you.
I'm
So-
waving at myself.
I'm like,
When
this
we
is me on a
came-
constant basis.
When we came
What
through the
hell is
portal, I saw this same image. I don't know if anyone else saw it in their minds, but for a second, I kind of flashed back or flash forward. I don't know what it was to this very setting, and it was cobblestones, and it flashed crimson, and then I was back. So I don't know if anyone else saw.
You are all laying on these cobbles. You all have your eyes closed. You are all pretty battered and bruised.
Did we die? Is this like purgatory?
I'm gonna reach out and try
Dania
to touch.
Is
I wanna-
kneeling with her hand outreached and her hand glowing bright red towards something you cannot see.
I'd like to reach out and try to touch my illusion.
As you touch your illusion, it's almost like a static. Like you don't want to. It doesn't do any damage to you, but you feel like you can't touch it. And you, as you do this, you look at your image, and the image of you laying down, eyes closed and bloody, just sort of twitches quickly.
Did I hurt them?
Down now? Mr. Bloodhunter,
Wait, what?
can I get down now?
You're like terrifyingly gripping Chime. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Chime, are you alright?
Flint's just gonna say, "Oh, well, we all look knackered," and he's gonna try and push over the stone so it can have a rest.
Can you roll a strength for me, please? This is going to need a super high roll. Okay,
that'll do it.
as you do this, you
Dominoes.
push your rock over, and it pulls up some of the earth as it goes, because it seems to be buried quite deep, and it crashes down onto the ground, and you actually feel the ground around you shake. And as you do, you look at your image, and you notice your eyes blink open.
As a reaction, I'd like to grab Chime again. I'll be like, ah!
See, there I go. I just needed a rest. Now my eyes are open.
Sorry, Chime.
Please let go of my friend.
I did.
Now, Alice, is it just Flint seeing that his eyes are open? The rest of ours are still whatever lying
They all
on the...
seem to be twitching now that you're
Oh,
here.
okay.
I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at mine.
Yep, it doesn't seem to do much. It almost washes over the stone.
I'm gonna wave at mine.
Your body is still twitching on the floor. It will not wave back.
Hey, Flint,
Yeah.
can you help me?
Oh yeah, your stone's probably tired too.
Yeah. I'm not used to asking people for help.
Verdina, you now feel weaker, like as in you almost feel like you need to slump to your knees.
Okay.
And the image in your stone, you can see the color that is erupting around your hand weakening.
There we go, buddy.
Are my hands glowing, like, my hands glowing or in the image?
In the image, you can feel the heat in your hand, but you can see it in the image. Yeah, Flint pushes over. Was it Jack Stone? Sorry, you were pushing over? Yeah. Jack Stone, again, something very similar, crashes down, and you see Jack's body on the cobbled stones again jolt. All this like dropping of these stones is starting to attract these creatures again.
Oh.
The pool in the center is perfectly still. It's like glass.
So after looking at my stone fall down, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna start looking around, and I'll be like, oh snap. Are you okay, Vidania?
I'm feeling super weak. I don't understand what's going on.
What is Vidania looking like right now?
Looks quite pale. Maybe shaking a little bit, like she's got the shakes, as if like, yeah, you haven't eaten in a while.
Hey, Vidania, you all right there? You're not looking
right.
good.
Maybe she just needs some gravel. That usually sorts me right out.
Yeah, I'll eat some gravel.
I think I've got some somewhere. He starts like fiddling around.
I'll try anything once.
Are the stones? You said shiny, right? They're kind of reflective.
Yeah, it's like so it's almost like they look like normal stones, but they seem to have almost like a mirror surface on the front.
Dime is fascinated. Also, just watching, like turning her head so the stone reflects different ways in whatever half there is available.
It's like almost like a one of those circus mirrors, you know, where they bend slightly. So it's quite obviously not a nice image because you're looking at yourself collapsed onto the floor, but it is warping and like almost like a ripple in a pool of water.
Okay, I rolled a 23 on investigation, so what do I see? Same thing that everybody
You
else
see the same thing, and you suspect that this is literally like a window onto whatever is the other side.
Arcana check?
Yep.
Cool.
Eric is going to touch the surface of his.
This is super magical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure is.
I want to see if it's magic. I want to see if mine is magical.
They're kind of magical.
Oh.
You don't know. You think this could be a little bit shiny and mystical, but you're not sure.
So, do we think I should keep pushing them over or not?
Each time you push one over, more of these things start to surround you in a circle.
You won't know.
How far away are they?
Sorry?
How far away are the big
about 20
creatures
foot.
Now, Vidania,
But you see they are forming a circle around you.
Okay.
Vidania, you look weak, but you look as though you might have been shaking your head there.
Yeah, I think we should leave. I know I don't feel great, and I feel like I'm getting weaker the longer we stay here.
Is there one of them pools about here?
Yeah, slap bang in the middle.
I'll just pick up Vidania and chuck her in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got your back,
I'll
Virginia.
test it.
I've got your back.
I'll be the
Nice
tester.
toss.
I'm fine with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you launch
Lucius is like,
Vidania,
"Me
she
next,
almost like
me
does
next,
a
me
does
next."
like a bomb into this thing, and these hands just close over her, and she disappears.
Oh.
Bye.
Well,
Me next.
that
Me
seems to-
next.
I mean, well, if you really want, and you'll just grab him as well and just chuck him.
Yeah, same thing happens again. And as this is happening, these creatures are walking closer and closer. They're now like 10 foot away from you.
I think the rest of us should all start lumbering a bit faster.
You hear them all
I
whispering
reckon
your
you're
name.
right.
Yeah, let's go.
I grab Jack by the back of his tunic or shirt
What?
and shove him into the pool.
Yep.
What? No.
Yep. And all the hands come over, and again, Jack is dragged under. Is Arik
And I'm gonna
Flint following?
following in.
Yeah.
After he
Chime-
goes.
Come on in. The water.
Where's Chime?
Chime is singing to make sure you guys get out, okay?
Okay.
Chime, I'm staying until you're gone, so we need to make a decision here. Well,
I point at Flint.
I think you should go first. I'll tell you what, I'll toss you for it. And I'll grab her and toss her.
As you do, poor Chime is sort of like flung in the air into this pool and disappears. And Flint, you are surrounded by these creatures that are now about 3 foot in front of you.
Well, I'm gonna nope out, boys. See you later.
Bye.
And this happens. So there is darkness for quite a while. You feel it, and you feel yourselves coming round. You hurt. You really, really ache. All of you, like, so Arik has got like a gash that goes straight across his shoulders and around, like something's tried to strangle him around his neck and his legs. And Chime, you've been grabbed around your legs and body exactly where the vines have been. There are marks, and you have all suffered some sort of wound. So Jack has got a really bad head wound and is bleeding down his forehead. Lucius, you are feeling yourself like you've obviously hit your head as well, and you're feeling incredibly dizzy as you blink your eyes open. Flint, you are also incredibly injured. Now,
I want to cast Cure Wounds on.
there is no need because Virginia is constantly holding a Cure Wounds spell that seems to be shimmering over you all. In front of you is a man chanting the same words you heard in the forest as his hands glow a purple colour directed at you. And that is where we will end the one shot.
Oh,
You made it to the other side.
Talk about a headache.
oh,
Do we get to do
that
this
was
again
good.
sometime?
man.
Well.
I don't. I am not. I want this to continue.
Okay.
Hey, I'm up for it.
So, you guys, we went round in camera order to begin with. We'll go around in reverse camera order this time, and I'll close everything off. Why don't you guys tell us where we can find you online, what you do, and then your favourite part of the one shot. And we'll do that in reverse camera order. So I think we went for Anna last. So we'll go for Anna first this time.
So it's my pronounced name is Ephemera, and then my name is Anna, so it's Ephemera Anna. But you know what? It doesn't matter. So that's my Twitter handle. That's pretty much all I do right now. I'm going to start a Twitch channel soon where I'm going to be doing miniature painting from like a beginner's point of view. So if anyone is interested in learning that, not from a professional, but anything, my Twitch channel I think is Ephemera2727, and that's pretty much all I do right now.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Give you a little shout out there. Awesome. I look forward to seeing that actually. Next up we have Rune Sail.
Got it. Hey guys, I'm Runesail. I'm a Twitch streamer, a creative Twitch streamer, and I also do some writing, and I'm learning how to voice act on the side, so I'm wearing many bird hats. You can find me on Twitch at Runesail. I stream Monday through Thursday usually, depends on the time, and at Runesail on Twitter as well. So that's me. That's what I do. Oh, my favorite part of the one shot is absolutely casting Tasha's hideous laughter on it. Some of the best voice acting I've ever heard.
Oh, I didn't do that. Sorry.
We can go back to it if you like.
Oh, my favorite part was that Alice, you let me interact with so many weird things, and I love doing that. I love magical, dangerous objects. So.
Perfect. So next, then we have Abner. Abner Soneras.
Hi. So on Twitter, which is where I am mostly, I am at Abner Scenaries. I don't do any kind of Twitch anything except listen to lots of the streams, and you can find me there as Ace Tachyon. I'm also on Discord under that name, and this was actually a lot of fun. My first time playing in about a decade. Although I have been DMing, but I haven't had a chance to actually be on the other side of the screen. So thank you, Alice and Scrat, for letting me join in. And I think because of all the people I've been meeting online, somebody has asked me if I wanted to be a guest star on one of their streams playing maybe a bad guy or an NPC. So I'm looking forward to that.
Cool.
That should be fun. And I'll let everybody know about that. And that's my favorite part of this was the encounter with my brother. And yes, the Tasha's hideous laughter, I had to think about that real quick and then just launched in. So that was fun. Thank you.
Perfect. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed all of them. Well done on getting that extra little enemy bit there. That's cool. And so next we have Josie Top.
Hello, I'm Josie Top. I'm usually just hang out on Twitter. I'm a pretty private person, so I really don't do much stuff, but I am like making like a D&D music. Like for example, I made a song called I Cast Featherfall, and I'm planning to release another song called Barbarian Rage. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm pretty amateur at that stuff, but other than that, I just hang out on Twitch sometimes. I don't really do that much stuff. So yeah, you just follow me on Josie Top, and then we're good.
Awesome. All this goes to all of you, but if you want to put links in chat to your stuff, that'd be awesome because yeah, I'd love to check that out. It sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
When my favorite part was Ding Dong Da Ching. Lucius says like tempo. I was just like, okay, goodbye. And just, like, that was fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so last but not least, Potato Hollow or Kindled Hollow.
Yeah. I'm on Twitch, Potato Hollow. I'm currently trying to figure out how exactly I want to be streaming, but I'm trying to stream every day from Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. I'm trying to. Today I was just really, really, really hungover and tired and stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to stream every day. I'm trying to figure out what I want to stream. Right now, I don't know exactly what I want to stream. I'm just streaming whatever. And yeah.
We all start somewhere. I mean, I was the same when I started.
My favorite part of the one shot was the temple. Yes. Not only was my character shaken, I was actually shaking in real life. That was, oh wow! I love when I can get scared.
Now, my favorite Sunday. No, my favorite part of this one shot, I think was just like generally just the kid. I liked the kid. The kid was weird, and Alice knows that I like weird things. So yeah, awesome.
I really thought you guys were going to go into the temple. That's why I was like, oh boy.
I mean, I thought we were at one point. I was like, well, this looks like a good idea.
I know better than that.
So Alice, How did you find that? How do you feel about taking over the one-shots until we start our City of Mist campaign?
Yeah, it's weird. I haven't done so many one-shots like every I'll be doing them every week until then. So yeah, I really like it. It gives me a chance to try some different things and in some of my homebrew worlds. And I really liked how all of you like reacted to each other and how some of you suddenly wanted to care for others, how Flint was just throwing everyone.
That was
felt
great.
so bad for Chime because Chime got thrown, she got dragged, teleported, like everything happened. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. So thank you guys for coming along and namely to do it. So yeah, loved it.
Awesome. Guys, if you're not already, these are my social links. Discord, hop in my Discord. I'm so proud of my Discord. They're the most inclusive, friendly, teachy without being preachy bunch of people I've ever met, and they're great.
I can attest to that.
Yeah, it's a really warm place to be. It's lovely. I'm so proud. Twitter, if you want to get in a game, get on the Twitter. Put me a follow, send me a DM, and I'll get you in the diary. We'll get you a game. Easy as that. I'm taking dates all the way up to August at the minute, but we'll get you a game. And the YouTube there as well is up to date with all of these games. This game will be uploaded in 24 hours time, and that'll be available then. I've also got a Patreon. We recently hit our first goal, which we're very happy about. We've also got some merch up there at the moment. Some merch which is exclusive to Patreons. It's not on my merch channel, which is here. But $25 and $50 subscribers will get a golden emblem T-shirt, which is not available anywhere else. There's a competition in the merch.
You don't remember everything.
Yeah,
There's City of Mist coming up. We've got the Academy this Saturday.
Schedule. Thank you, darling. See, this is Alice.
This is why I'm here.
My wife, everyone. My wife. She's amazing. So, yes, let's go through the week. Tomorrow we've got Wizards and Wardrobes, which is our long-running campaign. We're on episode 4 of 16, and the players are still none the wiser. On Wednesday we have the One Shot Wonders. We've got the premiere of the Feywild series, which is sure to be fun, run by Kiana S. We've got a pretty wicked little crew for that one as well, so that's going to be pretty fun. On Thursday, I'm over on Encounter Roleplay, playing the Larkspur sequence, which is the City Mist game on Encounter West, and we're playing Dr. Hezekiah Shaw, who's the creepy one in the group. Friday, we are playing Age of Conan over on Grimjack 21502's channel, or Greg, as we all know him. And then after that, we are running a one-shot. I'm running a one-shot at 4 p.m. EST, which I think is going to be an Age of Apocalypse type thing, and we're just going to make it up as we go. No prep, yay. Then on Saturday at noon EST, we're going to start 24 hours Academy session, 8 DMs, 8 games, 3 hours long each session. And I am going to make that for charity, even if charities won't talk to me. I'm going to make it for charity anyway, the bastards.
Good on you.
Yeah. I messaged a bunch of people like, hey, I'd like to do this for your charity. And I was like, just pop me an email. And then I tweeted them like, hey, I'm just looking for like logos and things. You could just send us a... Okay, fine. I'll just do it myself. So we'll do that. Yeah, and that's the week. So now, yeah, brilliant. That's everything. So we are going to go over to one of our oldest friends in the role playing community. We're going to go over to I'll hangmit, and it can't talk and type at the same time. Yeah, we're going to head over to Encounter Roleplay, where we're gonna. They've got some amazing D&D going on over there. Every day of the week they're running D&D. Sometimes 3 or 4 sessions a day. Will's a full-time D&D streamer, and he's absolutely fantastic. So when we get in there, they like to fight the raiders. So I want to see everyone on top of the scrap hype, okay? Like, even if you don't have the emote, just like say something like raid or something, and we're gonna like give them a good battle for it, okay? That's the plan. So thank you very much, everyone. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.